What's up?
What up, people?
How's it going?
How y'all feeling?
It's Friday. We made it through the week.
Sure did.
It's nice to see you guys.
Well, at least nice for y'all to see us, right? Finally.
It's nice to see you, bro.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Look good, feel good.
It's good to. I'm feeling pretty.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. You're feeling real good
I'm
right
feeling
now.
really.
Oh yeah.
Repeaty right
I'm not
about now.
so good right now. But that's okay.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. It's Friday,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
not Wednesday.
Not.
We haven't messed up for a
Wednesday.
minute. We haven't messed up
It's
for a
been a
minute,
couple
which
weeks.
is nice.
It's been a couple weeks.
We will though. I will.
Right.
You've never really messed up anything. It's kind of
Right.
just my thing. Welcome to the show.
How y'all doing?
For reoccurring listeners and any new listeners, we're happy that you've joined us today.
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab yourself a little sippy sip,
Sip.
little snacky snack, just a little something. Let's go ahead and entertain you for the next 90 minutes.
Let's go.
Let's go ahead and start things off right. My name is Heston,
And I'm Dame.
and we are definitely not handsome
At all.
at all.
A bunch of ugly motherfuckers.
We got a pretty good show set up for you guys this week. I'm actually really excited to talk about a lot of this stuff. First thing I would like to be known is that we did cross 1,300 listens this week. So a round of applause for you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Because y'all went ahead and got us past that threshold.
Much appreciated.
I can't stress enough how much I appreciate y'all's patience with us. These last couple of episodes have had some issues, but rest assured those issues will cease.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do, just for the sake of upload times, is I might not do 4K uploads because I shit you not, it takes like 24 hours to
day.
go up almost. Because YouTube has to process the standard edition, the HD edition, and the 4K edition all independently, and each one takes longer than the last. And when you're uploading file sizes that are like 8 gigabytes a piece,
Right.
and your upload speed is like 12 megabits per second, it takes a really long time. So the last episode did go up. Obviously, it went up late. Some people have already been checking it out, though, so y'all feel free to check it out if y'all missed
Please
it.
do.
You know, our uploads are going to go back, Wednesdays, Fridays. Like, nothing's changing, just growing pains. So we appreciate y'all being patient with us. But we're back at it.
And please
And y'all should be watching this on the Friday that it was scheduled to go out.
hit the subscribe, the share. We want all that. Family members, friends, uncles,
Tell one person.
aunties.
Hey, you know what?
Everybody.
No. You know what? Well, Thanksgiving will have already passed. We should have
Yeah.
told them something.
I mean,
Any of y'all celebrating Thanksgiving late, share us with the fam.
yeah, please do.
Share us
And
with
I'm
the
pretty
fam.
sure some of y'all will be listening to this on the weekend. Y'all are gonna,
Yeah.
it'll,
Without a doubt.
And some Thanksgiving happens later. Some's happened before. Everybody's gonna be Thanksgiving in themselves this year anyway. So I mean,
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. A lot of people aren't going to see their family.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
I'll be at home cooking, but I'll be working too. But I'm doing all my stuff at home. I could go see family, but I mean,
I'm going to go see my family,
It's a tough
but
time.
there's literally only going to be like 4 of us.
yeah, right. I mean,
So it's going to be like super low key.
right.
So like we're straight. All right. Well, we'll just get into it.
First and foremost.
Oh yeah. Oh, we almost forgot.
Oh boy, let's bring in
Cheers
that
to the
clink.
boys. The homies.
That one was weak, but look how big
He
his
got a
cup
little
is
baby
and how
glass.
little bit mine is.
to the
Like, come on.
homies, the honeys,
Yeah,
the ladies, and the laddies.
Hell
Hell
everybody.
yeah.
That is so good.
Fuck yeah. Mine's a little strong. All right. I have
go.
a shit list this week. My apologies for the lack of entry last week.
No, I actually
But you
think,
had us covered, bro.
I think it was great.
I think
it
so
was
too.
great.
Just
it was great.
The coincidence
It was
of
very
you having one.
I really want y'all to know that was not planned.
No.
Like
I was just like, hey man, I hate to break it to you.
my poop list came up literally almost right before we started because I had to make sure my details were in order. So
Yes.
I added my entry late. Hudson did not have one, so that just
Without a doubt.
coincidentally
And
aligned
if
perfectly.
y'all listen to the sports show, we did directly address his poop list, and
Right.
we will have already addressed it earlier this week too. More
Right.
details have already came out
Right.
about that. So, y'all feel free to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll go ahead and get into my shit list.
Let's get it.
First things first, I'm the illest. Oh. I'm gonna do COVID again. But for a new reason.
Okay.
COVID out here murking bitches. I almost got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
My roommate's girlfriend got it, and because they had an outbreak at work.
Tough.
And we thought he had it because, like, they were hanging out and shit.
Duh.
You know what I mean? So, and he's
I'd
my
hope
fucking
so.
roommate. We don't spend a lot of time like right next to each other or anything
Yeah.
though. Like, separate bedrooms, and
Right.
he works, and then like
Yeah.
I go to the gym. Like, we got separate schedules, and like the only time we ever are like right next to each other is when we're doing like movie nights and shit. And even then, like, he sits on one side of the room, and then like I sit on the other night.
Y'all snuggle up for movie nights? Or
Yeah,
what?
man, big time. Oh yeah, it's great. But so we had to wait for his test results to come back, like, before I could make a decision on anything.
Right.
Because like I was getting ready to like postpone the show and like not go to Thanksgiving and like all this other shit.
I mean, in that circumstance, it would have been okay.
Yeah,
But
I've been not going to the
apparently-
gym. I haven't been to the gym for like over a week now because I didn't know if I
I'm here
had
though,
it.
so that means it's good news. Guys.
Right, yeah, right.
Good
So,
news is coming.
in
Right.
case you couldn't tell,
Right.
his results came back and they were negative, and he's the only other person I see, so I'm straight. Like, I quarantine. Like,
It's
I
because
don't.
he doesn't touch his girlfriend. They sit on like opposite sides of the room when they chill.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
no.
I mean,
which is why it was weird.
That is weird.
But we're cool, so everything's fine.
Right, let's get it.
But yeah, COVID kind of spooked us a bit, and I would have been really fucking mad if I missed Thanksgiving. But it did make me miss a week at the gym, which is like
That's a
well
little
over
tough.
a week. So
That is tough.
lame. Oh, update for you guys. On the previous episode, I said I lost 32 pounds. It was actually more than that. And I have another update for you guys. Your boy's down 40 pounds now. Let's go.
And if y'all heard previous episodes, make sure you put your fucking weights back where they go.
Please. Put your goddamn weights back where they go.
But hey, 40 is that's nice. That's
40
lovely.
is respectable.
That's lovely.
I lost 100 pounds before.
Right,
Like
so
last
40,
time.
40's nothing.
Right.
Technically.
So a lot of people are like, that's so much. And I'm like, mm-mm. Like,
It's like-
I don't think you understand.
It's like you don't understand, first of all, because 40 is off, but Thanksgiving and Christmas are coming up. So, like,
well, no,
what are we
dude.
doing?
Well, this has actually always been a philosophy for me with Thanksgiving and Christmas. I work out on those days specifically.
right.
And the gyms are always dead. They're
talking-
always super dead on those days.
I'm talking about the consumption of food.
No. But that's the point, though. So for me, I'm already 24-hour fasting
Right.
every day. And I'm going to work out on those days as well. So the food consumption is not going to be an issue.
So, but you can cheat that day, though.
Oh, well, of course.
Because you've built yourself
Oh,
up
of
to
course, yeah. But what I'm getting at is like the cheat doesn't even hurt that bad because I'm only eating once a day at this point,
Right.
and I'm gonna work out for like 4 hours
Right.
that morning anyways.
Right.
So it's not gonna matter.
4 hours?
Yeah, I work out for 4 hours a day. You didn't know that? Yeah. So I've lost like 40 pounds in like 3 months.
That's a lot.
Less than 3 months.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but the reason, well, for one, muscle memory, because I already lost a bunch of weight before.
Right.
So like my body's kind of just like getting with the program. Two,
But
I'm going way harder this time than I did
4
last time. Huh?
Okay, so that makes sense then. That's what I wanted to hear because I was like, 4 hours, bro. That's at a workout at a time. It's often as you work out 4 hours every single time,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah. But that's cardio and weightlifting.
But I mean, like, yeah, you're mixing it up. I'm like two and a half hours.
So I alternate like my muscle groups and the way I work them out in circuits. So I'm not working like any individual muscle group for more than like at like an hour at a time.
Right.
I'll usually work like 3 sets of muscles a day usually. So I'll do like on my on my bicep days, I'll do chest, bis, traps, and calves, and I'll just do them like in that order. So I'll do chest, bis,
right.
traps, and then calves. And then I only do calves on there because I like working calves more frequently than I do the rest of my legs, just because I like having like really big ass calves. And I use it as like a natural rest. So
Yeah.
like it's like I'm still being active and I'm still working, but like I'm not working like those same muscle groups that I'm doing because
All the time.
Yeah, it just gives me like a little bit more time like between sets to recover before I start like blowing my
Right.
shit up again.
Hey, the proof is in the pudding, guys. He's a hardcore gymmer.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm like
I'm
a hella gym rat, which is really cool. I like being able
I'm
to
a
say that.
hardcore not.
Fooder.
And so look,
You're
if
a
you
fooder.
don't work out,
which
you're
is
golden.
funny because like
You're
it looks
golden.
like I'm the fooder.
Right,
And
right.
you're the gymmer.
So the reason why this looks weird, guys, I'm also 6'5". So
Oh yeah,
in the
I'm
camera,
6'3". We're both big boys.
right, we're up there. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more slimmed out, but you don't have to work out, guys. Trust
Here
me.
at Global Gym, we're
Just
better
eat,
than you.
Eat all the
And we
fatty
know it.
foods. You just eat a bunch of fatty foods, and you'll be fine. Like you won't gain weight or nothing. It'll just go.
Well,
to waste.
like that's kind of what I was saying though, dude. I never thought I'd be able to get acclimated to the 24-hour fasting lifestyle.
But it was cake.
It was hard at first.
Well,
it
dude,
was really hard.
So it's almost like the fasting, right? The fasting
Mm-hmm.
religiously that people do.
Well, kind
And
of.
if-
Those people fast for like days at it. Now,
So
I'm
they-
gonna keep it
they
real
do
with you.
it-
I
they'll-
actually could do days at a time.
They'll
like,
go for like a month,
yeah,
right?
I can't.
And
do
so
that.
this is the thing that gets weird, right? They'll just like completely flip their menu. But I mean, those type of people, it's a healthier lifestyle, and they end up losing weight. But nobody says nothing about the weight part. They just say I fast. But
Well,
you
the
lose
reason
weight
why is
fasting,
because that's
you lose weight
it's kind of
fasting.
like a fad diet. You know what I mean? Like diets
Yeah.
never work because like they're temporary.
right.
Lifestyle changes work. The only thing about like that type of fast though is that like it's not feasible to keep doing. You know what I mean? So a lot of those people
But, I mean,
they likely gain a lot.
But
of
it
their
kind of
weight back.
is because I mean those type of fasts, right? Look, so back in the day, supposedly they didn't even mess with meat like that unless it was fish. Everything else was like a vegetable or
Sure.
something. So I mean, if you just ate fish and vegetables for the rest of your life, you'd probably be one of the healthiest people ever. Some people do
You
it
got to
now.
be careful with the mercury consumption,
Right.
But yeah.
But you can get certain type
Well,
of
yeah,
fishes.
yeah. Some fish have
that-
like really low mercury.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
like, yeah, and now another weird
Yeah.
thing too. I guess another shit list is like humanity.
We're just fat,
a really
bro.
a really large percentage of fish now are having microplastics in them too,
Right.
like from
I mean,
garbage,
but-
and that's like really bad for you.
It just also dates back to the chickens that we eat are like way not.
Well, yeah,
what we
like,
should-
well,
you know,
I mean,
it's-
I don't know. Have I told you that I'm trying to cut out like pork and poultry out of my
So-
diet, like entirely?
So I don't
Not
wanna-
entirely, but like I'm trying to stay away from it.
I feel like I can agree why you would because I already know what's up with those
Yeah.
food items.
Well, they're
'cause
just really fatty. They're really fatty.
they're
meats.
fatty,
Yeah.
but also at the same time, right? Not that just fatty. Like there's all type of different antibiotics and all kind of
that's
stuff
true.
that go into it.
Well,
It
I
makes
try
it
to
worse,
I try to
like,
get like cage free, like
Right.
raised. Like I
Right.
get that shit. Yeah.
just go and cut the head off yourself, kind of.
I wish, man.
Oh, boy.
I would do it.
I mean, if push came to shove, I would, but I'm not a big chicken on the bone kind of. I'm not a big chicken eater, as it is, so it's okay. If it's chicken, it's not gonna be on the bone. It's gonna be
I
boneless.
love chicken on the bone. I
Nope.
love all my meat on the bone if it's possible.
No, I'd rather not.
I
I'd
do.
rather just have just the meat right there.
I respect it.
So I'm more on the different end.
Like
I
I'm a
don't want
turkey
no
leg
bone.
guy. Like
I
bro,
don't want none of that.
every Thanksgiving, bro. Like you can guarantee I'm getting a fat ass turkey leg this Friday, this Thursday, bro.
Dude, turkey legs
or
smack.
yesterday, whatever.
And so, look, this is no disrespect to turkey at all.
I think you've just had bad turkey, bro.
I'm a ham guy. No, I've had good turkey. I've had decent turkey, but to me, just ham, bro. It's ham.
goes
bro.
ham?
Ham is running.
Ham goes ham.
Like if somebody said for the rest of your life you can only have two meats, you can only eat turkey, you can only eat ham. Bro, come on. Come on.
That's actually a good question. We should we should revisit that. If you can only have two meats.
I mean, so we could
oh, dude, we could apply that to so many different things,
bro, you can
Well,
only
you're
have
the foodie guy, dude.
'cause there's
something y'all don't know. I have like a whole file of like food questions that like I want to just like keep at like asking Dame over time.
And what's crazy is you guys don't know is he looks like he's the one that eats. I'm the one that like
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like I used to eat
He
like
smacks.
a lot, but
Dude,
I don't eat a lot anymore. At
I
all.
overly smack all the time to this day.
Yeah.
So we could talk about food
yes
forever.
Yes.
Forever.
I just
Forever.
I like talking to you about anything.
Forever.
Like, your opinions on a lot of
I mean-
stuff are so fucking wild.
Right,
And,
well,
and I'm like,
It makes it better, right? Because a lot of people are like, "Oh no, I'm picking turkey over ham all day." Well, it's like, but only because you only get turkey on like Thanksgiving,
actually, well, no, I agree with you.
know?
I would pick ham too.
right? But
I just think that turkey slaps like for those special
It's
occasions. But
only
that's
for
also
that
what I was
day.
that's also what I was telling
Like,
you though.
you know?
That's usually the only time it's prepped right too though.
that's what I'm saying though.
Like, cause
So-
you remember I told you I just like made a Thanksgiving turkey one day, like just for no reason at all. That
Right.
shit slapped as fuck. It's
Right.
just so much work.
Right.
It's so much work.
What I
and
think
it's
is
really
if-
not worth making unless there's an occasion.
So I know there's like turkey clubs and things like that you can get throughout the year, but if they put a harder emphasis on like a good ass cooked ass turkey
Smoked
throughout the
turkey
year,
slaps if it's made right.
I even heard fried. I haven't had fried.
Well, we talked about that last
right.
week. I
And
want
so
to get a fried turkey like so bad.
I think that like if turkey,
I bet a fried turkey would be
pushed
amazing.
a little harder throughout the year. I don't know how much harder they can push, right? Because there's, there's a turkey sandwich and stuff you can get, but turkey just doesn't push
No.
that
Well, it's
crazy
usually made bad.
unless
It's usually
like-
dry. It's always dry.
right. And
not
unless
good.
it's Thanksgiving, you're not really eating
I
turkey.
will say this. I used to get this really badass like buffalo, like it's Boar's Head brand. You know the Boar's Head meat, like from the deli that you can get. I would
do.
get Boar's Head
And I've tried
buffalo
it.
turkey. That shit slaps.
Boar's
bro.
Head is really good.
Yeah.
It sounds weird to say that, but I never
No,
had
it's
it
just
before.
a brand. It's just a brand.
And
It's just
somebody-
called Boar's Head.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you'd have to imagine.
No,
with,
like their lunch meat is so good though.
It
Like
is really
and like
good.
I said, I used to get that buffalo turkey, bro. That shit
Yeah.
used to slap hard, man.
But have you tried real Boar's Head?
no, I'd like to though. I've heard it's really good.
It is.
I've heard.
It is.
I've actually I used to.
It is.
So like all my best friends, they're like straight out of Mexico.
Yeah.
Like
oh,
literally.
so they done had. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So like I used to go over to
Yeah.
my friend's house all the time, and
They've had all that
my
shit.
best friend, I've known him for like 20 years,
Yeah.
over 20 years, and like during the holidays specifically.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I can't
They're
tell you how many
smacking.
times I've walked in their house and there's just
They're
like a whole ass boar's head in the fucking
Like,
sink,
bro,
bro.
we're talking
and they're
like-
making like tamales, and they got like 2 grills
Man,
out
come
back.
on now.
Like, oh yeah.
While we playing.
Oh
you
yeah,
You already know
and,
they.
like and I can't tell you how many times, man. Like every time they'd get goats and bring them home, like to
Right.
raise them for a little while before they butcher them and eat them. My mom would make friends with them and like feed them like little baby carrots and shit. Oh yeah, she like.
It's just,
I've seen some
it's
crazy
insane,
shit in
bro.
their
It's
backyard,
insane.
bro.
It's insane, bro.
Yeah.
But it goes in.
Oh yeah,
It
without
goes
a
in.
doubt.
It goes in.
Okay, let's continue on my
Let's
shit
go.
list. Next on my shit list goes out to MVS, Marquez Valdez Scantling. This is going to be the only sports entry this week, just to keep it light for you guys. He just cost us the football game in overtime. He fumbled. We won the toss and we lost. No one fucking does that anymore. If you win the toss, you win in overtime. Like that's what overtime is
Because
now.
the rules are whack.
The rules
So
are
like,
right.
whoever gets
Yeah.
the ball first, it's just game
We're
over.
gonna eventually discuss that on the sports show
If they're
too.
we did already, but
did we?
if you're in field goal range,
Yeah.
it's over with. And we already said they need to do something better.
Well, I
with
was
that.
saying that. Well, we won't go into it. We won't go into
Right,
it. But
right.
yeah,
We'll save it.
I'm just salty
Yeah.
as fuck because we should have won. We didn't win. We lost to the fucking Colts. Whatever. Yeah, salt as fuck. Yeah, salt as fuck. It's okay though. We're still third in the NFC. No big deal.
That's all that matters. It's not a so in
Well, we're
y'all.
going to the playoffs. There's no way we're not making the playoffs.
That's
so
what I'm saying. So
if we can
what
at
are
least
we
get a home
talking
game,
about?
that'd be cool.
What do-
That first seed is really important this year, though, because only the first seed gets a bye this year because they added that 7th seed.
Right.
So us being in that first seed was really cool for like a week.
So
But,
they
you know.
are doing that this year.
Yeah.
That extra seed,
What they're not doing this year is week 17, the extra game.
but they're doing the extra seed though.
Yes. Yeah.
See, we didn't. We'll save that, but we
Yes.
didn't get to go into that because I mentioned you're like, bro, we don't know yet.
No. I was saying we're definitely doing the extra seed. We're just not doing the extra game.
That doesn't make sense, but
Whatever.
we'll let it run into
Yeah.
itself.
The extra
Yeah,
game starts
we'll talk
next
about
year,
it
I
later.
believe.
Yeah.
And last on my list, on my shit list, goes out to Tyson managers, the Tyson food company. I don't know. Did you hear what came out about them?
I didn't, but I heard Tyson is the best, and they go super hard, and
They just have a monopoly on like the chicken like distribution and shit. But they do some other stuff. Too.
I
They
don't think their
just do
chicken is the best, but whatever.
I don't think they are either. They make a lot of processed shit, like, and I don't eat
Right.
any of that anymore. So,
Right.
well,
It's
I mean,
almost it's like eating
sometimes,
baby
but-
food. Like
I don't think
almost.
it's that bad, but
I think it's
I will say they make some really like baller like buffalo chicken strips that you can like make at home.
Right,
that are, like,
boneless,
really good.
right?
Yeah, they're
Boneless.
Yeah.
that's where it's at, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm glad you put Tyson on the list because I've always thought they were kind of trash. But I've
Well,
always
no,
talked
I'm gonna
to
tell you
people
why though. I'm
who
gonna
said
tell you
they
why.
were
though.
great.
Some like the upper echelon guys
Come on
over
now.
at Tyson,
Come on.
were making bets on how many people they thought how many of their employees were gonna get COVID. So like they were not allowing them to go home. Like they forced them to keep working, and then they were making like actual like monetary bets with each other on how many people they thought were gonna get it.
Right, because y'all are processing the chicken with people that have COVID, so then maybe
Well, they meant their employees specifically. So
How
like
about-
they're making them work, and they're like, how many people do you think we're forcing to work are gonna get sick from this pandemic?
How many
like
people-
what the fuck?
better question, how many people you think will eat that chicken after they do that'll catch it? What are we doing, Tyson? You about to get yourself shut down.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Boy.
That's not cool.
They're about to not even have a whole job.
It's
like,
not cool.
If I would think about that, you would have to think that corporations are thinking about that, right? Like, boy, y'all dropping a comment like that. What about the people that ingest that after y'all just package
They don't
that
give a
and send it
fuck,
out?
dude. They don't fucking care. They don't care. Let's not act like
You
they
know what's
do.
more crazy though?
What's more
People
crazy,
don't
though?
give a fuck either. They're just gonna buy it and go cook it, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So
Yeah, who knows?
I think anybody grouped and all that goes to poop list.
Sure.
I'm not a chicken eater, so I don't go by
That's
chicken legs
actually,
and like
now that I think about it, you're right though. You don't like. As long as I've known you, you don't. You're like a steak guy.
I'm a steak.
Yeah,
dude.
you're a steak
I'm
guy.
on the beef side. I'm
With
not really
brown
a chicken
gravy.
guy. With brown gravy and jack cheese
That's right, jack cheese
and grilled onions.
That's right.
It's over with. That's all you need for a steak. People are like, what? Bro, look. Forget A1 sauce. Put some brown gravy on it with some jack cheese and some
brown
grilled
gravy
onions.
on top.
Brown gravy on top.
So jack cheese, onions,
jack cheese
then
on
gravy.
top. Brown gravy over that.
Oh, and then onions
then
on
drop
top.
your grilled onions on
Okay,
top of that.
okay.
It's over with, bro.
It's over with.
It's over with.
Okay.
And I'm talking about like about a good 16, 20 ounce. We ain't talking about like
big
no
boy.
10, no 8 ounce. Don't waste the ingredients.
Last
okay?
time I went to Longhorn Steakhouse, I had like a 20. Dude, that shit
Boy,
was so
I do
good. It was so
like a
much.
16 or 20, and I still be like, I'm gonna take one home, and they be like, bro, are you serious? Like, dude, the last time I went and I ate like a 20 ounce, I was sitting next to an older couple. It was a dude and this lady. Like, they were older though. Like, they were like older.
Yeah.
They were sharing one. Which that's okay, right? Because usually like their main meals are like you get a 6 ounce or like a 10 ounce or
Sure, yeah.
You know, so they bought one together and shared it. Bro, I murked mine with the sides.
Fuck yeah.
I had like
Do you fuck with
13
seafood?
beers. Yes.
You fuck with seafood?
Very particularly though.
Like
Shrimp,
what? Oh yeah.
lobster tail.
So you like crustaceans?
That's it.
Just like me.
Shrimp and lobster tail. That's it.
Shrimp, lobster. You don't
That's
like crab?
it. Nope.
No.
I'm not. That's it, bro. For
Have you ever had crawfish?
Yes.
Is it good?
To me,
I've never had crawfish. I've always wanted to try it.
I've had it, but I'm sticking with lobster tail and shrimp.
How do you like it
that's
prepared?
Prepared. So for the shrimp,
Grilled, right?
like of course
For sure,
my
for
lobster
sure.
tail, it needs to be.
Oh, sure.
It needs to be
steamed,
cooked.
like all
I
that
need
shit.
some
Yeah,
butter.
yeah.
Like
Right,
let's
right,
go.
right.
Right.
Traditional lobster
My
tail.
shrimp though.
Yeah.
I can do it differently. I like it fried.
Fried's
I like
cool.
it grilled.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Blackened?
really, just I won't. This is what I won't do.
Sure.
I won't grab it off some ice and just. No, I'm
Yeah, that's
not gonna
kinda nuts.
eat my
I won't
shrimp
do that
cold.
either.
Like a
Yeah.
shrimp cocktail or something. I'm not
No,
eating
no,
my
no,
shrimp
no.
like that. I need my shit hot.
I mean, I might try it actually.
I mean, I would try it in a drink, right? Like
Sure.
a drink, but like by itself, just no, bro. I need fried
I
up
like
or
shrimp, but I like crab too.
shrimp go hard.
Yeah, shrimp does.
Crab
go hard.
legs are okay,
Oh yeah, that's crab.
but
It's gotta be real crab though, bro.
like I said, the
gotta be some real shit.
to me, right? With seafood, it's so like since I'm a foodie, right? The prices for seafood are
It can be really high.
Dumb as
Yeah,
hell.
it's true.
so I only
and you're like,
want
it's
what
not
I
even
want.
like that
Right.
good. Like,
I'm not here to try
it'll never
appetizer.
be better than a steak.
Yeah, no,
A
hell
shrimp,
no.
shrimp could be like shrimp
Yeah,
and
I
lobster.
mean,
like
shrimp could,
I mean, yeah,
but shrimp only
like
go-
traditional fish. Like,
We pushing it, bro. We pushing it like tilapia and all that. I will not eat that. I'm not with none of that.
I respect
Yeah,
it.
I'm not with that. But yeah,
would you ever try dolphin? I would. I've had shark
Nope.
before.
I wouldn't because I feel like all that it sits too much in the tuna area, and I don't like
You
tuna.
just don't like it.
I don't like tuna,
Okay.
so I
How
wouldn't.
about
even,
alligator?
So something like that, yeah, I would try.
Yeah, that's not really fish though. That's
Nope,
like yeah,
that
that's
is
like something
we're
different.
talking New Orleans, Nolans. We're talking Nolans. We're talking like Drew Brees type.
Oh, New Orleans.
The Nolans,
Okay,
not
Nolans.
New or
I got you.
Nolans. Like we
Yeah,
talking like
down
gumbo
south.
and
Mhm.
down south,
Yeah.
right? So that's different.
I got
like,
you.
It's a little
Yeah,
different.
you're right. You're
yeah,
right.
it's
I got
way
you.
different.
Okay. Have you ever been to Walk-Ons? You know Drew Brees owns that restaurant here in San Antonio, right?
I know he does own it, but I've never been there. No.
They slap. I've been there for 2 Super Bowls.
Well, I won't be there now.
Well, obviously.
I mean, unless he retires, then I'll go. Or if they start Jameis,
He will.
I'll go.
He's going to retire.
If they start Jameis, I'll go. That's so fucked up.
That is fucked up.
A little bit, but I mean, his comment was fucked up,
yeah,
too.
I just understood
So,
what you said.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you're right, though.
His comment was fucked up. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you're right. You're
My
right.
comment wasn't
I
that bad.
respect
His
it.
was worse.
No.
Hey, with an ad.
You
I'll
should-
try it though. Where's it
should-
located?
Huh?
Where's it located?
Like 5 minutes from here.
Oh yeah, right. Of course, you stay right by the motherfucker.
It's 281.
What is it called?
Walk-ons.
I'll go to it.
Dude, they have bar they have a bar booths there.
Yeah.
With their own spigots, so you can get your own taps at the bar. At your own booth, you can get your own taps. And all of their booths in the bar section have their own TVs. So, like, you don't have to look out. You can just look in. Right there. So, it's just, like, you guys and your own TV to watch the game. And they have all of the sports on in the bathrooms. Huh?
Why have we never been there for a Sunday?
Well, quarantine.
Well, now,
pandemic.
Well, I mean...
but that used to be the spot. We used to go there for every Super Bowl.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah, we should.
It's quarantine right now. We can still go.
I mean, we can go. Yeah, we could just put our masks on. And, like, if we sit in the bar, like, if we just get a booth, like, we'll be away from everybody.
Right, and we could take it off. Right.
That place slaps, bro.
We need to do that.
Yeah, they have really good alligator there.
I've seen walk-ons, but I haven't been to a walk-on.
Well, yeah, it's like a Louisiana joint. Like, they got, like, all kinds of shit like that.
We definitely got to fuck with that.
Yeah, their food slaps.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So I guess I'll start the shout out with walk-ons. Let's go.
Hey, you know.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. We could definitely go.
That would be
They
dope.
show everything, dude.
Good. Well, you know I'm fat as fuck, so bro, you could take me to any food place, and you know if I haven't tried it, let's go.
Though. Yeah, no, walk-ons is cool. Yeah, walk-ons is cool. My first big boy shout out goes out to Evil. Am I fucking retarded? Is it Evil Knievel?
A little bit.
I've just never seen it spelt out before.
I don't know. It's a Wednesday show or a Friday show?
It's EVELKINEVEL. Is that how Evil Knievel is spelled? I'm a retard. Okay, well, Evil Knievel.
I mean, a little bit. Nah, say it the way you said it before. It just makes it better.
No.
Well, nah.
Right. I literally just like put it together, and I was like, oh, it's this guy.
Don't put it together.
Well, something that I learned about him.
Evil Knievel, guys.
The original, the OG Evil Knievel, popped a wheelie with a piece of like heavy machinery, like construction, like a construction vehicle.
Right.
He popped a wheelie and hit a power line and caused an entire city of Butte, Montana to lose power for several hours.
That's why he's a daredevil.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I guess
the
to Evil Knievel in general, just like just shout out to that fucking guy.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a lot of Evil Knievel stuff, and I'm like, dude,
haven't.
what the
I just
hell?
know like about him, you know.
So I mean, what happens is it's almost like
he did that big like motorcycle jump right over like a
but it's like a
buses.
pass on the torch kind of thing, like you know. There's
sure, yeah,
1,000 Evil Knievels, but I mean, there are certain ones who do like ball to the wall, like pedal to the metal.
Current Evil Knievel I think of is like Nitro Circus. You know Nitro Circus?
Bro,
I think about them.
One of the sickest.
They're nuts.
Oh my god!
I'd really like to see them. They do like the equivalent
Dude,
like monster truck
sick.
shows, basically. Yeah,
they came to Austin and I almost went, bro. That's like Nitrous.
I would totally go.
That's almost like a Cirque du Soleil type.
Kind of. Have you ever been to a Monster Jam? I know that's probably some white people shit, but like. You seem like you've gone to one.
Dude, I've been to dozens of Monster Jams.
Yeah, dude, Monster Jams are cool. And they're always like super cheap.
And you're going to have on some shit like this if you buy your own, or you're going to have on some little styrofoam. Bro, trust me, you're going to need them.
Yeah.
Like, you're not about to sit and watch.
I remember one time I went, they brought rocket cars too, and they had them like race and shit.
You won't sit there and watch a Monster Jam with no type of earphones at all.
No, that's
There's
nuts,
no
bro.
way.
Nah.
Oh, but I would tell you this. If you've never been to a Monster Jam, guys.
They're probably not doing them right now, but...
They're
Just so fun. Yeah.
Go.
They're a lot of fun.
Oh my god!
Like here's a move, right? Obviously, I only went as a kid pre-game, and then like
Dude, you've only been as a kid, bro.
Yeah, I only went as a kid. I've never gone as an adult.
I went as a kid a couple times.
Yeah,
I've been majority of my times as an adult.
That sounds awesome. And like you can get like concessions, like you can get fucked up, and like nachos.
They take hella intermissions, right? If you
yeah,
go to Monster Jams, you know
because they gotta clean up.
They refix it up.
True, yeah,
bro, and you just go get fucking more beers, bro.
That sounds awesome.
Sick, bro.
Oh,
sick.
Cool.
It's sick.
All right,
we gotta go do that shit too. Then.
Yeah, we should.
You know,
we
need to go hit a football game too and a basketball. We're gonna run through all this shit on the show.
Without a doubt,
we're doing all this.
Yeah, for sure.
Monster Jam.
We're gonna have a selfie stick.
So walk-ons will be the first place since we brought this up. And then Monster Jam follows that.
Yeah, for sure.
So walk-ons will probably be happening like a couple weeks, guys. This will be something like after Thanksgiving, maybe before or after Christmas.
Well, we can go during the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Right.
They'll have all the games on.
And basketball season's about to start. So I'm pretty sure, like...
Dude, that should be our spot, man.
Trying to tell you.
I like going to 54th. You been to 54th?
54th.
That's my favorite restaurant.
Their food is...
Okay, thanks.
Never mind. That's your favorite place?
I love that place.
I'm not gonna
It's
say
a combination
anything,
of things though. Like I'll be honest, like not all their
So,
food is great, but
I
like
like
there's a
their
few
drinks.
things they got that like I really fuck with.
I like their drinks.
Right, and they got good drinks, which is great.
I like their drinks are like top notch.
Yeah.
But the food,
I don't know. They have this like
to
Cajun mac
play
and
around.
cheese that I get that's really good, and their buffalo chicken sandwiches are really good.
Yep,
Like their sandwiches are really good. I get
Right.
sandwiches there for
Right.
sure, for sure.
you know me, like, bro, it's going. So 54th, I don't want to say they're overrated, but I'm sorry, bro. But that's my opinion, right? Everybody has their own opinions.
I guess, yeah.
Just my foodie taste.
That's weird. I don't really know a lot of people that like 54th like that.
54th is just a little. It's a little overrated for me.
All right. Well,
Their
I hope you
drinks
like
are good,
walk-ons.
though.
I hope you like walk-ons.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. They got a burger with cheese on the inside. It's like when you bite into it, like the cheese,
Yeah.
like, ooh, oh yeah, that's some good shit. Oh yeah.
see, that's
yeah.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. 54th ain't on that level. What the fuck?
No,
Let
they're
54
not
don't
doing
have that.
Yeah. Yeah. They got
Yeah,
some
yeah,
good
yeah,
shit. All right, next time my shout out.
Let's go.
Goes out to Anthony Edwards. He's a basketball player, but he had an interview recently where
I know
he
who
said
he
that,
is.
like,
I know what he said. I already know what you're about to say.
He said-
and y'all watching this shit already know.
Dude, it's funny, man. He said he doesn't like watching basketball, and he said that he'd rather be in the NFL, and
Right.
that he's also an aspiring rapper.
And that if the NFL gave him an offer, he'd drop his
Yeah,
whole
he'd leave
contract.
the NBA. Like,
His whole contract. So
that's nuts, bro.
I'm gonna just shine a little
Hey,
bit
man,
of light
I
on
like
this.
that energy though. I hope one day like I could
Look.
just. I mean, actually, I kind of was at our last job together. I really was kind of like fuck this place. Like I'd rather be anywhere else.
He almost made my poop list, but
Oh wow!
but I'm an understanding guy for this same comment.
Sure.
So I get
oh
it,
man,
man.
well I'm glad. And he's on my shout out.
Right, he almost made my poop list. Like he
we're
was
the
like,
NBA guy,
dog.
so
He was very close.
who's he
And
play for?
He got drafted by
Oh, is he like a new guy?
yes, bro. He's coming out of college. He got drafted number 1. He went to
New York.
no,
Unique. New York.
no. He went to I can't even.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
But he
I
went
understand.
one.
He went one, and
he went number 1.
The number
in-
one overall.
in
I didn't
this
even know
draft.
that's who it was.
He just went 1. That's who it is.
And he said, "I'd rather go to the NBA."
That's what I'm saying. So this is why he almost hit my poop list because. So think about it,
Oh,
right?
that's great, dude.
If you're the owner of a basketball team or even the head coach,
Yeesh.
and then right like as he's getting drafted, he says like, "Fuck basketball, I don't really care about it. Like football's my shit."
Well, think about what happened to Kyler Murray
You know.
with the A's, bro. He totally cucked them, bro. Like
Well, but-
he even said he was
but
gonna
at
go
the
play
same
baseball.
time,
I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm
He
gonna go
didn't
play
come out
football."
the same way though. He was like, "I might pitch, y'all don't know. I might pitch, or I might go to the NFL. Y'all don't really know."
Didn't he come out at one point and go like, "I'm gonna go to baseball"?
then-
and then they were like,
Well, so
"Nah."
the thing is, he was trying out for baseball, whoop, and he was killing it. And then he came
And then
out
he
and
got
tried
drafted
out.
in the first round.
Then he came in right, and so he didn't say like, "Bro, like if baseball just offered me a contract right now, like fuck this." Like we ain't never seen Anthony Edwards play no type of football. We don't know how good he is. We already know.
He just played tight end.
We know Kyler played baseball already.
He'd probably be
and-
terrible at blocking
and,
though.
and he'd crush it. So I was just, it was weird to me because I was like, if I was like an owner or the coach or something,
I would be feeling a certain kind of way.
I mean,
I'd
it
be
kind of
"What
makes
the
you
fuck,
think
dude?"
like, so if you don't watch basketball, that means like on your own, you won't ever watch film or you won't like, you have to think about
there is more to that
There's
statement.
more to-
Well, maybe because he watches so much film, that's why he doesn't like watching basketball. That would actually make a lot of sense.
The way he said it though.
Okay,
I watched
I didn't
the
see the
interview.
context. I didn't
watched
actually hear him say it. I just
Bro,
read the report.
He just made it look like, bro, basketball weak as fuck. Like I just play it because like I'm good as fuck at
Are
it.
you
Like,
serious?
but if football come or something like, bruh, fuck
That's
basketball,
not
bro.
good.
So it's I mean, and he went to Minnesota.
Oh,
There we go. He went to Minnesota with Karl Anthony Towns and really
yeah.
nobody else.
KAT
Like,
is not gonna put up
you
with
know,
that kind of energy. Bro.
I mean, Cat will because he's a scrub.
Well, I was kind of thinking because Cat's already got like bad. He's already got a bad attitude that like that might not jive, or
Right.
maybe they'll fuck with each
I
other because
mean,
like they both got bad attitudes.
I just feel like
Who
it was the
knows?
worst thing that he could have possibly said. So
Other than like fuck the owner, basically.
So
right?
now that I've said this and made this point, I have to put him on my poop list. I know I'm retracting.
That's
but
okay. No, I feel like it's appropriate.
he goes on my poop list now. I mean, I'm not messing up your shout out.
No, I
Because
think
it's football
it's
related,
big dick
right?
energy.
So it's-
Yeah,
but-
well, it's big dick energy, like just
Right.
being it, like getting
Well,
drafted.
well,
and here's the thing: I didn't even know he was drafted first overall. I thought he was just somebody in the
It's
league.
big
but,
football
like,
energy
to
is
get
what it is.
drafted first overall and
It's
then to
big
say
football
like,
energy.
I guess so.
And it messes it up because, bro, you were number 1. It wasn't like you went 10 or 15 or
Yep.
bro, you went number one,
And
which
went
I
like,
said
I'm good.
I said he shouldn't even been number one, but he's just like, it is what it is. I'd rather play football though. Like if football hit me up right now, like I wouldn't care about this contract. I'd leave right now. What, bro? A team is put.
That definitely makes the T-Wolves look bad.
It's
Bad.
tough, bro.
Not
It's
good.
tough, bro. You're like 19, 20, bro. What are you talking about? Go get your money.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Are their rookie contracts aren't that lucrative though?
They're
right?
not.
Yeah.
But
maybe that's what he
mean,
means. Like,
But at the same time,
but you'll get a rookie
like,
contract in the NFL too, and like that
it's
won't
gonna be
much
whack.
either. Yeah.
So what the
It'd
hell?
probably be. You know what the move is for him? Like if he's really interested in going to the NFL, like just play out your rookie contract, get a second deal in the NBA, play that out, and then go to the NFL.
What I feel like the move is he just likes football more, but he can't play it better than
Maybe
basketball.
that's probably true.
So he's stuck in basketball.
Yeah.
But don't come out and be like, shit, boy, I'll take a foot. You don't even play football as good as you do basketball, and I
It's
don't even
true,
think you're that
though.
good at basketball.
It's true,
so,
though.
Whatever. I mean, we'll say this for the sports show, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's that great in basketball either. Just
Okay.
my personal opinion.
Okay.
Where the high school he went to, he wasn't playing heavy hitters all the time.
I respect it.
He went to
He's straight out
Georgia.
of high school.
He went to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
But like everybody has their own.
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Wherever you go is who you play.
Sure.
He wasn't playing like crazy, like heavy
Like
Duke all the
Right,
time
right,
and North
right,
Carolina all the
yeah,
time,
yeah,
and these teams that are like, come on, bro,
Villanova.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for my shout outs / Dame's poop list.
bad.
All right.
All right, let's get it.
We'll go ahead and get into the
Y'all
the
ain't
meat,
ready.
To the
Y'all
beef.
already know. But we're going to have to start giving y'all like a stamp point when we get into the crazy stuff, because you already know this first initial question right out of the shout out list and all that is about to be ridiculous. The first question
Well,
is
I got a
always crazy.
couple of things here. I almost.
there was one,
so you
though.
want to start?
There was one that
that's a good point.
Right.
We should just start with that,
Bro.
Okay, that's a great idea.
It always comes off.
That's a perfect first question.
Our first.
Okay. So me and Damien, we were just like hanging out. Like we
Right.
always hang out for a little
Right.
while before the show.
Right before.
Yeah, and well, not even right. Like for a while.
Well, we
yeah.
ain't have about an hour and a half somewhere
Yeah,
around there.
and we tried not to talk about a lot of stuff just so it's all fresh for the show. But this topic just kind of came up.
This topic came up because I don't even know what we're talking about, but I said.
It kind of just came up.
Right. I said.
I don't know what we were talking about.
I don't either. But I was like, would you fuck a mermaid? He's like, no, they don't have a pussy. And I looked at him and said,
How do you know?
how do you know? Have you ever fucked a mermaid? He's like, you know what, bro? You're kind of right. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Mermaids
then
might have that pussy, bro.
this is the topic that came about.
Yeah,
from that.
so then I thought about it and I was like, okay, let's go
Yeah.
through like let's do like a hot or not and how we feel about it for mythical creatures.
creatures.
Hey Steven, would you fuck a mermaid or a siren? Would you fuck a siren?
I mean,
I'd fuck a Frankenstein.
You'd fuck okay.
see, so he'd hit a mermaid. Let's go.
You'd hit a mermaid?
I told you. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Bro, you know how many people would hit a mermaid? They're coming out of the water looking like they got out of a shower. Like, bro. Hey, look, if I can get inside
Like
that
a-
little
like-
one,
like a
that
cologne
one fin you
commercial.
have, man, look.
There's 3 holes, bro.
Hey, man, look. That little fin has to have some entry somewhere. That
Y'all
one
are-
big
y'all are
ass
down for
leg
that.
fin. Yes. What? Bro, have you ever seen an ugly mermaid? Other than Ursula ugly ass?
Ursula's not a mermaid though. She's like some kind of octopus
But
shit.
like, right. I mean, other than her, like, have you ever heard of a mermaid being ugly?
No, I mean that's why they call them sirens though, right?
Dude, they say they fine as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro.
I mean, I'll probably get some head from a mermaid.
So then I would lead to exactly what I'm saying.
But then also, like, we don't know what kind of siren we're talking about though, because like I've seen like some spoopy renditions of.
well, I mean,
of
they're
of
all
a siren,
crazy.
bro.
I've heard all sirens are crazy.
Well, they kill you is kind of the idea.
Right. But I mean,
like, what are we talking about?
all right. How though? I mean, I might be down. I mean, what?
They just dick you down, bro, and then they just pull you in the water.
no. If they did it that way, then no.
Fucking
But
Banshee.
if I could kill
Huh?
something and then
Oh well,
die,
that's what I'm.
then,
Dick you down just means like getting fucked. Like I don't mean like them fucking you, just like
No,
getting
like
laid.
me.
That's
Oh,
what I
then
mean, yeah.
maybe. I mean, what
Yeah,
are the
that's what I mean.
circumstances? You know. Yeah,
Okay,
that'd be fire. Now let's get to the real list.
okay, so like this is kind of just assuming they're all like female, like hot as
Well,
fuck.
yeah, of
obviously.
What's
Of
that?
course.
What's a female? I've never heard of those, man. You gonna get that out of here.
I get it.
Go on, get. You take that Satan shit somewhere else. All right. What about a fine ass centaur, bro? Horse bottom, honey top.
Yeah.
Assuming they don't kick the shit out of you when you.
Yeah. I would rather their area of entry though be on the front side. I don't want to do the far back horse
then
looking
it's
side.
just all horse
I would
ass.
hope they have something that's like covered
Okay,
up
on
in
the
the
front side?
front base part, like where it goes from like their head to the arms to the normal legs, and fuck like the back part. If it was like and it was somewhere up here, yeah, tear it down.
I wouldn't
it
fuck
down.
a centaur.
You would not.
I'm gonna have to pass on the
You
centaur,
said no,
bro.
I definitely would. I would.
What about Medusa? I think 100% you would fuck the shit out of Medusa, bro.
I think anybody should. Just don't look at her in the face.
Right, and you already do that anyways.
Turn over. Medusa will be mad at me.
Face
bitch.
down, hey,
You
face
and your
down,
snakes,
ass up, right?
Face that way. Y'all ain't looking at me. There ain't no mirrors in here.
Well, and you like snakes.
Man, come on now.
Yeah,
I love
Come on
snakes.
now.
Come on, Skip.
Come on now.
Come on, Skip.
Come on now.
You know I turn that over and tell
Yeah.
her to aim my eyes somewhere else. Come on
I actually
now.
think I'd be down for Medusa because she's basically just a chick. You know what I mean? And
With snakes on her head.
right.
But if you look in the eyes, you turn to stone.
Well, yeah, like
Don't
let's
look
not
at
do
her in the
that.
eyes.
Let's not do that.
She don't care about you no way.
This next one, I think I already know your answer, but I gotta ask anyways. Vampire. You'd fuck the shit
Come
out of
on,
a
bro.
vampire,
Like, let's
right?
stop. I will low
What if
key
it was
want-
like one of those like kind of rowdy ass vampires
It
where
doesn't
like they
matter.
got their wings out and like
So-
all that shit?
There is a stipulation to it.
Okay.
I would only do it if they turn me. That's the only way.
Whoa.
That's the only way.
That's hot as fuck.
That's the only way, bro.
It's
If
gotta-
I'm not getting
before,
turned
during, or after? During, right?
during,
Oh yeah.
like in the middle of it, like I want to be
Ooh.
like it ain't in that, and then my blood just like start gushing, and I
then
start
you
like,
just-
and then I wake up and like, let's go, yeah,
Okay.
you know, pop the,
Okay.
yeah. I like the during.
like
like the
Wolverine's like things, but like your fangs. Yeah.
Or like since their stuff is so good, they can like just hold me off real quick, and I'd be like, "What's going on?" And they're like,
Ooh.
and then they like just put me in a
Ooh.
coffin, and then come get me a couple days later.
Okay.
I would be all right with that. I'd rather like it during though, but I don't
Okay.
think I would be able to keep up with a vampire during. So
Okay.
just
I'd fuck a vampire.
it'd be hard. I think. Like, how do you pleasure a vampire?
Right, like they've been around for so long. Like, what
Dude.
could you
Like,
possibly do?
What new?
Never mind. You're right. I don't want to do that anymore. Never mind.
I
That's
would
lame.
want to, but I'd be like, turn me first. Like, I mean, I can't offer you nothing in my pathetic human.
That's actually a good
form. Like,
point.
Just bite me right now and
Yeah.
start it, and then just let me like
Yeah.
act retarded.
Well, like,
and then,
okay, so like, you definitely seem like the type of person who would. Like, do you watch Supernatural? Or have you?
have.
Yeah.
I have.
Well, like in there, like when vampires fuck, like they like claw the shit out of each other. And
bro,
stuff.
like
they
it'd
basically
be crazy.
rip
Like
each other
you'll
apart.
see like 1,000 pumps in a second, and it's like, what the dude?
Yeah.
Like a girl would like just die coming.
Sure.
Like what the
Yeah.
hell? Yeah, bro. It's
Okay.
crazy.
What about a werewolf?
No,
No.
no,
Why is that?
because I kill him.
Straight up.
I'm a vampire.
Oh, that we haven't
Vampires
gone
and
into this
werewolves,
yet.
We haven't talked about
We
it.
haven't talked about this yet.
Bro,
Okay,
no.
well we won't talk about it today. We'll talk about it next week.
So we're talking about
Because you're
werewolf.
like really
no.
passionate about like vampire
I'm
werewolf
not kidding.
type shit.
Werewolf, no.
Okay.
Nope.
Fuck them.
Nope.
You're racist.
Bro, if I mean, animalist. I don't know what to
James
really say
racist.
at that point. Or
You hate
animalist
you hate
or
werewolves, bro.
animalist. Or
It's really close-minded of you, man. I thought better of you.
I mean, no. I'm very open-minded. That's why I don't like werewolves. Fuck
Okay.
them. I mean, so I got some family members that like them, right? So I don't want to say fuck them all together, right? They're cool. But I just don't think they're cooler than a vampire. And so I don't see a vampire smashing a werewolf or a werewolf smashing a vampire because that's just not how it go. They fight each other. So yeah, I would, no, werewolf is not getting it.
Okay.
They're nice animals, though, and they're really cool.
Okay.
But you need a full moon. Holla at me when you don't. Like, okay. Yeah.
All right. Last one on my list here. Minotaur. So the opposite of a centaur. So you got like the bull top, and then like we're gonna say like a thick ass honey on the bottom.
No.
Nope.
No.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
No.
No.
I actually thought the minotaur was more appealing than a centaur.
Not at all.
No.
No.
Why is that?
Because centaurs actually look like a sexy ass woman. Minotaurs look like a demonic
What if you just like cover it up
Hellion spirit.
and then you just got like human bottom on the bottom?
Well, I mean, if I get powers from it, but just a Minotaur straight up over is
Dude,
no.
that would be the coolest way to get
If
powers.
if like you and you like gain it,
dude,
then maybe. But
that'd be nuts.
no, bro, there's no way.
That
because
sounds ridiculous.
I don't feel like a person could goose a Minotaur. I feel like a Minotaur would just they goose everybody else. There's no way you'd be able
Yikes.
to like even like how like
Okay.
how.
Okay.
How would you be able to?
All right, I respect it.
So nah.
Okay.
I might have to pass.
That's gonna be a pass.
I'll take their sister though. You know what I'm saying? I hit their sister up though.
Okay. Okay.
Yo.
All right. Let's move on. If you had a truth serum, one truth serum, and we can play around with this a little bit, but if you had one truth serum, who would you use it on?
Females.
Just a female?
Females with an S.
You only got one.
So I can only use it on one person?
Yes.
Just
You can use
one
it one
person?
time. Yeah.
Well, then it wouldn't matter then at that point because I would.
I'd want to use it on like someone like a former president or something, like Bill Clinton, or like it would be like JFK, right? Like that's probably like the best answer.
I mean,
like what do you know, bro? Like
if
what's
you can
up?
only ask one person, it makes it tough. If it was like a more broader, one person just asking them,
well,
or
and
just
I'm
making
not,
them truthful.
yeah,
like,
it makes them
forever.
truthful. Like you have as long as you want with them to ask them whatever they want, but like kind of like the Wonder Woman idea, like the lasso of truth. Like they have to be honest with you. Like you could pick one person, and they have to tell you like everything truthfully, no matter what. Like who's the one person you would pick?
I would pick. I don't know, bro. I don't even know. I don't even know. So, honestly, bro, I'd probably waste.
You'd waste it.
I'd probably fucking waste it. Because if it has to be for just one person, like most of the people I chill with are already truthful, so I don't feel like I have to use it for them.
Well, that's what I was saying. It'd have to be for like somebody you're not affiliated with.
It
That's why I
has
said
to-
like a government official or something. Like, bro, I bet you Putin knows a lot of shit. You could
would-
probably use it on Putin. He'd tell you some crazy shit.
I would probably use it on maybe like a president or something.
That's
like
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like if it's like
Or
a
like-
one
or
time,
like the head of the
and it's
CIA.
anybody, right? I'd use it for something like
Yeah.
it'd have to be something super crazy, like
It would have to,
super
right?
crazy.
Because then you can ask them anything.
Right.
Be like, what's up?
And you always have to tell me.
Right.
Because for the rest of your life, you know?
kind of, yeah.
Or like a one situation.
I'm kind of
That's
thinking
what
like a
I'm
one
saying.
sit
Like,
down type of thing, but like you
It
can
makes
sit
it
down with them
hard,
as long as
though.
you want, though. Like you can ask them all the questions you got.
right, because it's gonna it's all right. It'd have to be somebody high official. I
Okay.
don't think anybody would pick like a random stranger. That'd be
No, it would have to
waste.
be, yeah.
you'd want to have to go above and beyond.
For
like,
sure.
You know,
You'd have
asking
to.
Barry Bonds, bro, did you take steroids?
You know,
Sammy,
something
like
that's really
something like
interesting.
that.
You could use that truth serum as leverage too. Like for somebody in a high position, you can have them tell you a bunch of like shit they're not supposed to, and be like, "All right, bro, you're my bitch
right.
now." Like
that's what I'm saying. You at that point, you might
otherwise,
as well
like,
go government with it.
yeah, but at the same time, like you gotta be careful too, because they're probably gonna gank you, bro. Like you gotta be, you gotta be a little careful.
I mean,
there,
you
bro.
could always ask them, like, will you kill me if you give me this information? Like, how will you kill me? And, I mean, you can get all the details.
That's a good
when
point.
will you kill me? Where will you kill? Like,
Right.
so you can always know. You'll always know.
Perhaps. That's a good point. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. I like that, though. I mean, it just makes it really hard, though, because you're going to pick somebody who has leverage over other people. That's the only person you'd want the truth from if
Of
it
course.
came down to that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of leverage and like fucking with like high like officials and stuff, do you know what a deepfake is?
No.
You haven't heard of deepfakes?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so like deepfakes are this new thing that's coming out online where it takes like a long time to produce a convincing one, but the idea is that like you get like a really like big computer that can like analyze all of the facial movements and expressions of a person, and then you can apply all of those movements to another person. So the idea is that like you can get the two deep fakes that came out. They were made by like this company. It was of Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin, and they made them like sing like a pop song, and it actually looks like them like singing and like doing their thing, even though they never did that before. And deep fakes are like a really big deal right now, like politically, because we're getting really close to the point now to where like there's going to be technology available to where you're not going to know if like anything you're seeing online is actually real or not. And they've actually been talking about this like for a while now, because like deep fakes, like at first they kind of sucked, like they were just funny and they were fun.
Yeah.
But like now they're getting like really good. And I wanted to ask you, what would you do if you could deep fake somebody? Like who's somebody that you would deep fake? Like you can make a video of somebody saying like anything. Like who's somebody that you would do that to?
Probably LeBron.
LeBron? What would you make him say?
Something about me.
Anything?
I mean, it wouldn't be nothing like crazy, but it'd be like, shout out to my biggest fan in San Antonio. I really appreciate him.
That would be kind of
bro,
cool.
I was, and then people would be like, what?
Yeah.
Like his
And you
biggest
could
fan,
release
and
it.
everybody,
Yep.
bro, the clout that would come from that, I mean,
that
whatever.
would be nuts.
Probably that. But
Even
I
if
mean,
it can't, even like when it comes out that it's a deep fake, it would still be like
it wouldn't
mad
matter.
publicity.
Right. Mad people would be like, what? Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, so I've seen the deep-faking done before, kind of like when Michael Jackson died, he had a whole concert.
Well, that's a hologram.
You know?
That's different.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like
they have holograms
I
and they
feel
have
like
deep fakes. They're
it's
different.
all like within the same like
You could say that.
realm in a
You
way.
could say
you
that.
know?
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you.
Because
on that.
I mean, I watched it and I was like, is he on the stage? Like, how the fuck
I
did
think
they
they
even
did a
do
Tupac
that?
one too, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it looked,
Dude, I'd love to see one of those. I bet they're fire, bro.
dude. It looked literally like they were
Like
there.
he was there.
Like,
That's
it's
really
crazy,
cool, man.
bro. Like, how do you do that? Defaking. Well, not defaking, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
I get it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's crazy, but yeah,
I don't know.
I'd probably
think
pick LeBron and say some shit about, or it would have to be a celebrity, and I
Sure.
would mention myself.
Okay.
Like I mean, that's probably the best way I would manipulate that. Because I'm bringing myself money in clout or whatever it is.
I get it.
I'm
You
bringing
try to
something.
capitalize off it,
Absolutely.
but also like be something really cool. Like you'd be like, hell yeah, that's
or a
awesome.
sports announcer, right? And just say some random shit during
That's
like a
what
game.
I was thinking. Like I would fuck with somebody.
Yeah, it kind of like Bruce Almighty, where he's like
Yeah,
playing with
right, yeah.
like caca boo boo, like something like
Yeah,
that,
right,
bro. I mean, yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I think deepfakes are really cool. If y'all haven't seen deepfakes, y'all should check them out. They're like really interesting.
That's crazy.
And there's this YouTube channel called Corridor Crew. Have you ever seen Corridor Crew? Are you familiar with them? They're like a group of video effects artists.
Yeah.
That like they all got a warehouse together and like they just fuck around and they do stuff there. So they get like stunt actors to come in to like review like stunts that are done in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
They get like directors and they get like visual effects artists and shit to come in and like they'll watch movies, review them, talk about the processes, but like they'll also do like all their own shit too, and they'll make like their own like videos and stuff. And they actually they did their own deepfakes. They did a Tom Cruise deepfake, and then they did like one other person. And they hired actors who look like similar to who those guys are.
Right.
And then they did a whole deep fake on it and they actually explained like the whole process to it. It's called Corridor Crew. They're fucking cool. I really like their videos. Like I'm really interested in like that kind of stuff, like visual effects and shit. And I think it's really cool, like being able to like learn like how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they do a really good job at like explaining how all of it works. And they also do like a lot of really fun stuff too, which is
Right.
cool. So yeah, I would recommend that y'all check them out if you're interested in deep fakes at all. That's how I learned like pretty much everything I know about them. If you had the capability of giving somebody a small inconvenient curse that would be like just annoying enough to make somebody uncomfortable, like for the rest of their life, like what would it be?
No gas.
How so?
No gas in your car or in any car.
Oh, no gas. Okay.
No gas.
Ever.
That would be my inconvenience.
What if like maybe a better one, like
I mean, they're
you're
more
constantly running out of gas.
right. That would be the.
Okay.
That would be mine.
Okay. So not no gas, like enough to get in the car and start going.
And then
somewhere.
like you got to go get gas, but you can't.
right.
Like you always got to get gas
Well, no, actually,
all the time.
because it's a small inconvenience, right? The idea is like
Right.
they got to keep getting gas.
Right.
Like no matter what they do, like they gotta just keep getting gas.
So I tried to think like what could really hurt somebody like crazy or drive them crazy.
I was thinking having like slightly damp socks for the rest of your life, like just a little bit.
That would suck a little bit.
That'd be rough, man.
But I've also had whack dryers throughout my life and wore some damp socks sometimes. So, but I think like no gas, because I feel like I know so many people that said like I'm just gonna get gas in the morning before I go to work.
Dude,
and then like
okay, I need to say something right now. Look at me in my eyes.
Anyone
who has
struck
ever
a nerve,
told
right?
themselves, I'm going to get gas before work tomorrow,
I struck a nerve,
is
right?
fucking lying to yourself.
I struck a nerve, right?
I promise, yeah. But you want to know what's fucked, though? Like, you lie to yourself and you say that, and then you really
when you wake
got
up,
no fucking gas.
like, and
like,
you already
really
know you need gas,
go. Like, you don't
and
have
you
a
wake
choice.
up late, and then you like turn on, and you're like, oh, fuck, I needed gas.
Oh.
I already, right.
You're like, I had all the time yesterday.
Dog, and I said I was gonna wait,
do it.
and then
Yeah.
That's why I say no gas, because I want that moment to hit people like, that would be my like.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, here's a better angle of what you said, right? Like every day it's like that, but they always forget. Like they
Right.
wake up and they didn't remember
Right.
it, and then
And so when they
like,
just get in the car, it's like, fuck, I need
that's
gas.
a good
bro.
answer, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, dude, I hate getting gas, dude.
I hate
feels
gas,
like such
too.
a colossal waste of time. Like,
I hate gas,
I
too.
hate it so much.
I hate it too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what's kind of cool about having an electric car, right? Is you
Right.
can just charge your
That's
shit
the
at
benefit.
home. Like
Just
you're just
charge
like
it.
your phone. Like,
Plug
I'm
it
just
in,
gonna
bitch.
plug in my car for the night. Like no big deal, right?
Exactly. Until you need a fucking plug-in port.
Yeah,
Hey.
I was thinking giving somebody like constant gas would be pretty bad too. Like they just gotta rip one all the time. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
And like, or even more so, like they're always silent, but like it's always at like the most inopportune moments, like the
Right.
middle of like a meeting or something, or
I mean, there's so many things like you could always do. Like somebody always like smirks, or somebody always winks. Like
give them like a tick.
I think like a smirk would be like one of the most messed up things you could give somebody, because if it's a bad situation, they're gonna like,
Oh,
you know, like
Ooh.
a smirk, a wink, like
sure.
you could mess some people up.
Oh, dude. So like, I finally saw the Joker this past week.
It was
Not
sick,
this
right?
past week, like 2 weeks ago.
It was sick, right?
Dude, that movie was sick.
It was sick, dude.
And I'm a little bummed because the ending was actually the only thing that was spoiled for me.
It was a little off.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, you already said. Well, there's no spoiler alerts anymore.
Well, yeah, Joker's been out.
There wasn't
but
even spoiler alert for you.
It was. Well, it was spoiler
It shouldn't
alert
have been
for me. But
because you took like a very long time to see it.
Yeah.
I've seen it like 5 times just in theaters alone.
I feel like the ending would have hit me
Kinda.
better if like I didn't know it was coming, which
Right.
really sucks.
You waited too long. That means.
But the whole movie's good.
Yeah.
The whole movie's great. I would highly recommend it. It's really good.
Yep.
I actually like the Joker so much
it was good.
that I got the other Dark Knight movies after that, and I was
It
like,
was
I need to
good.
watch Batman now.
was
Like,
good.
I need to
But see,
do this.
Dark Knight brings you back to a whole different level. Like we had.
But it's still good though.
Dark
Like,
Knight is fire
Yeah.
to me. I think that's the best Batman movie ever.
Which one?
Dark Knight.
The second one or the third
The
one? With the Joker or the Bane?
The one with the Joker.
Okay, that's the one I just watched this past week.
I mean, Ledger's in it. I mean,
I like the one with Bane. Like
I like the one with Bane, too,
I
but-
love Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy, bro.
but I feel like our best Joker act we've ever seen was
Joaquin Phoenix.
Ledger.
Without a doubt.
No, Ledger.
Oh, you think Ledger? I thought Phoenix was easily the best.
I don't.
I thought it was really cool that like I really didn't get the feeling that he was the Joker until towards the end. It was like a legitimate transformation of like just some dude
Right.
turning into like
And
this
that's why
figure.
Dude,
I
I
it
got
was
mad.
so cool,
That's
man.
why I got mad. Because if
It
we're
was
talking
so
about
cool.
the newer Jokers, right? I did like Joe Queen's Joker.
Yeah.
But I like Leto's Joker, dog. Like hard as hell.
I'm not a big
with
fan
the
of
grill,
Leto's
like and
Joker.
like just cocky, like bro. But I mean, there are different levels of Joker, right? I thought that was one of the better
you know that they
Jokers that I've
offered
seen.
Phoenix a contract to do a full trilogy, right? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, but he didn't want to do that.
Did he decline it? I thought it was inconclusive.
He was
Like,
like,
they didn't
nah.
know. He declined it?
Yeah, he was like,
okay,
nah.
that sucks. But they said they're going
Not
to do the
really.
trilogy anyways. And they said that what they're going to do is, like, for the next 2 movies, they want to have different people play the Joker.
You should.
And they're using him as inspiration. So it's still in the same universe, but they're like it's like impersonators,
Bro.
but like real like bad guys. And they said they were thinking of either William Dafoe or Jim Carrey, like to play them. And I was
Defoe
like,
would be great. Jim Carrey would be great too. But this is the part
that
I
would be
hate.
so awesome.
It's like,
bro.
guys, most of these movies that they make are timeline based. So there are different Jokers, bro. Like, just because you're not watching the one that you wanted to see does not mean that this Joker sucks.
It
There
really
are different
sucks that
timelines,
Joaquin
bro.
Phoenix can't reprise that role though, because like it would have been really cool to see him like as a full fledged
Well,
Joker,
so
like
this-
after like becoming that. It
Okay.
would have been really cool.
This is my point. They should have let Jared Leto do that. And a lot of people say, no, they shouldn't have. Jared Leto came on a Suicide Squad movie. He didn't come out on a Joker movie. He came out as like
You might be right.
as a side piece. Give him his whole movie
You
like
might be
that.
right.
Bro, do you know how fucking cold he would be in his own that Joker that way for a whole movie?
Maybe I didn't
Oh
like him
my
a whole lot,
God,
but
bro.
I'm sure they could do something to make it
Bro,
really good.
it would have been one of the coldest Joker movies fucking ever.
Yeah,
It would have been nothing but violence the whole time because that's how he was.
Right.
Joe Queens was more
Chaotic.
like, I'm gonna just talk some shit and now I'm getting tired. So now people gotta die. So it was like a build up. Jared's would have
Dude,
been
the
off the
build up
rip
in
like,
Dark Knight is like unreal.
yeah. Jared's
bro.
would have been like, how you doing today? Good. Like, you know, bro, off the rip. You know
It's
what I'm
true,
like?
yeah,
it
you're
would have been
right.
a whole different movie. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
yeah. I did like it though. It was really
Yeah,
good.
that
I'm
movie
glad
slaps.
you finally got to see it.
Yeah, that
It
movie
was really good.
slaps without a doubt.
Yeah.
I forgot about it, but like, yeah, I just saw
Hey,
that movie.
It was fire.
And it was
though.
really good.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Dude.
So we've talked about like dreams and like multiple dimensions
Yep.
and like
All the time.
space, right? So, there's a new study that came out about the construction of like your mind itself, like the brain, and its correlation with the way that the universe is created, like the way that the universe is distributed, so to speak. And there was a research paper that was done that I found that said that they found evidence that the distribution and like the way that your brain is like organized is identical or extremely similar to the way that the universe is organized. So I thought that was very interesting. Like they said that there's like correlation between like the structure of the universe and the structure of our brains. And that made me wonder, like, what if it's like not simulation theory at all? Like, what if we're literally just like thoughts, like of some other being? And you see what I'm saying?
I mean, it could be. It could be.
That's
don't
like a
know.
whole new angle that like I've never heard before ever. And I thought about it and I was like, we could just be thoughts like of something else and we could just be nothing.
I mean, that just adds onto a pool full of are we even who we think we are kind of ideas.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to get into that too much.
Don't let your
but,
dreams be dreams.
I mean, you know.
I don't know. I thought it was really interesting and I wanted to tell you about it.
You start talking, you're getting into like a crazy different level.
Because then you got to
of-
start thinking about like extinction level events and stuff. Like, do they just get bored and like they just
Right.
start over?
Right.
Like,
and then it's just,
or
it's
is
us
that
now.
like what we talked about before, right? Like your brain capacity only has like so much space, right? So like, do they got to clear some shit out and start over? Like, what's going on
doing,
here,
bro?
you know?
What are we doing, bro?
Yeah, man. We could just be figments of another entity's imagination.
I mean,
And be nothing.
What's to say that we're not? Do you have any proof to say that we're not?
Right. Who fucking knows?
It's tough. Look, if y'all know that we're not, please let us know.
Oh, dude, yeah, that'd be
'Cause
great. I'd love to talk to somebody who has some evidence.
I already
of that.
feel like we're not really real.
What do you think a
as it
black
is,
hole
so.
would be equivalent to if it were in somebody's mind? Because they said that they can prove that like information can come out on the other side. So like, what's that about?
I feel like a black hole being equivalent to somebody's mind is like Alzheimer's.
And then what's on the other side? What do you think?
Probably all your memories and everything that you.
So like it
that-
could just spit you out like at any point in time. So like this is something I was thinking, right? I was curious about what you were thinking because I was thinking about like the whole like black hole like multi-dimensional thing the other day.
Yeah.
You know, if there are like more than 3 dimensions and if there are multiple dimensions, it's possible that a black hole is just like a single point in space where they all converge into one.
Right.
And if you go into the black hole, it could just spit you out like into
Anywhere.
a different dimension, just like anywhere. Yeah.
And you
Like,
don't really know where you're going.
Right. It could just spit you out like into a completely different reality.
That's what I think a black hole is, and that's why I think that they
because I think about it as like layers of a cake or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you just got like a stick in the middle.
Right.
And then like
if
you just go
to the
in,
center,
and you can
it just spits you to
right,
any part of
you
that.
can go anywhere.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
I mean, it is kind of cool, right? If you're
Yeah.
only a slice of cake, and then like the rest of the cake you know nothing about.
Right. And you're just gonna see what happens.
and you do know, like, if you go through a black hole, you're not going back to that same piece of cake. You're definitely
no.
going.
Like after that, like you're somewhere
going
else. Like that's it,
somewhere
man.
else.
Like because there's probably so many different dimensions that like, I mean, unless like Ant-Man, right? Like you got a way to like track your way back or some shit.
What
like,
are you doing? Right. Unless you're Doctor Strange, right, with the time stone. Like I don't.
Right. Like
I don't get it.
some weird shit.
Right. I don't.
Would you go through a
It's
black
tough,
hole?
bro. But people don't think about this kind of stuff. Like I think about this kind of stuff all the time. Like if it happens, it happens. I'll be ready for it. But I mean, how many?
Would you go through a black hole?
Would I?
Yeah.
If I had, like they said, if you go there, you're gonna go through a black hole. You can end up anywhere or stay here.
Yeah.
It depends on my circumstances here. Like if they're still the same that they are now, then no.
I mean, I respect it. Like if you got nothing
if it
to
got
lose.
crazy or something, I'd be like, dude, throw me through that hole now.
Sure.
Dude. Like, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I like that. That's really interesting. We might revisit that topic.
I think
it was
we
just
should
something I
come
was kind
back
of
to
thinking
it.
about that I thought was really cool.
You could branch so much off of that.
There's so many different directions you could take that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is.
Do you know what CRISPR is?
Mm-mm.
You don't know what CRISPR is?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna introduce you to something.
But I'm pretty sure people have used it already.
Yes. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Right.
So CRISPR is something I've been following like for a little while now. CRISPR is a gene editing tool. So CRISPR is actually a device that you can use on somebody or on a living being or creature, and you can literally like a computer, you can change their DNA. Like you can cut and paste like their DNA. So you can add or remove things like from their actual genetic makeup to impact them as a person or as a creature.
Right.
And they have been using CRISPR for a little while now. Like it's like new technology, but it's been around for a little while. But now it's starting to be implemented in more effective ways. And a new study has come out that's shown that CRISPR has actually been used to have like significantly more successful usage in curing cancer, brain, spinal, and ovarian cancer in rats. So they're using it in rats right now, like for testing purposes, but they're getting results like as good as like 80% like cured.
I feel like they're just telling us that.
It's like they've probably been doing this shit for a
been
while.
using CRISPR
well,
for a
my
very
best
long
friend, my
time.
roommate Steven,
Like-
I've known him for over 20 years too.
Come on, bro.
He has cystic fibrosis.
Right.
Which is for a long time was considered a terminal illness. He was actually supposed to die like 15 years ago, and he just didn't, which is
Glad
cool
he's
because
still
we're
alive.
buddies.
I mean, that's a blessing within itself.
Which is pretty crazy,
Thank God he's
but
alive.
cystic fibrosis is actually like one of the top diseases that they're saying could be cured by CRISPR, and is actually being treated by CRISPR. And,
Has you ever heard of it?
Steven knows about CRISPR. Yeah, we've talked about it.
For how long?
How long has he known about it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Not as long as I have.
I think that would be the entry.
But he's already taken some other like really badass medication that makes it like he almost doesn't even have CF now.
Right.
But like if you could just be cured and like not have to take medication or anything.
I mean, like,
That's
what
pretty
if
fucking
he
cool.
heard about CRISPR when he was like 8 or 9 though?
No way.
Why? Because they were not.
I don't
that
think
early?
CRISPR's been around that long.
Why though? Why
I don't
wouldn't
know.
you
Well,
think that?
actually, I'm certain it's been around that long. I don't think we've known about it.
Of
for
course,
that long.
right. See, there you go.
right,
there you
right.
go. There you go.
Right.
I'm pretty sure this shit has been out there.
Yeah,
And
dude.
people,
That's how they got Disney, bro.
people who got this, they've been used CRISPR, bro, and they're straight. But now Corona's happening, right? You're dropping so many different sicknesses. Now you got to start bringing up other stuff, and this is just another way to get people to do what? Spend money.
I don't even.
Come on, bro. Right?
would
You
the-
didn't think about that angle, but that's all they're about.
Well, no. I mean, there's always that angle when it
Right.
comes to like medical treatment, but Like CRISPR is so they're not even doing it on people yet. Not really. Like I think there's been like limit like well no, I think they are using CRISPR on some people, but like for the cancer stuff, not yet. Like they're still in the testing phase of that shit.
I would think that they've already done it and healed people already.
Well, dude, you know what's kind of cool is like with CRISPR, like with gene editing, I bet you like at some point we could have some sort of like BioShock type environment where like they can gene edit you into being able to like do like inhuman things.
Right.
Just by like fucking around with your genetics.
Which will get crazy because then it'll start to become like $1,000 for a shot, right? That'll give you
like a stim.
30 minutes of
right.
like
well, no, that's BioShock
unlimited
though.
abilities.
No, that's what BioShock is though. Like you got your plasmids, man.
Right.
You shoot your shit up and then you can shoot fire.
And then go ahead.
Or like electricity or like telekinesis.
Right. And then just go until it runs out.
And you just but like the cool dude. That's the way it goes, man. Because that's the thing, though, dude. Those plasmids, like, they started to make people go crazy, and they started to lose their fucking minds, dude. And then that's when they turn into like splicers, which are like these like insane people that just like fucking murder each other and shit. Because like the plasmids like rotted their minds, and they're all fucked up.
Exactly.
Yo, CRISPR is BioShock, bro.
I mean, it's just hard for me to believe that anything that they come out with nowadays and they say like, oh, we're testing it now, and
you're like,
bro, y'all
okay.
have already tested this shit on hundreds of specimens, and this is the only reason that you're bringing it up to even talk about it, because it's already been pre-tested before anyone knows about this. So CRISPR has been healed some people. That's the only reason it's coming up now, and they're saying, but they will say like, we've tested like 2 people or 3. No, dude, you tested like 2 or 300, not 2 or 3 people. Like, put the 100 part on it.
Come on now.
Come on, Skip.
Come on, Skip.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Y'all know y'all been testing this on people.
Okay, well.
But I like that, though. I mean, I think that it's cool. But
I think it's super cool.
They're just going to overprice it.
I mean, it's literally gene editing. That's like...
Right. But they know it works, right? But
there's evidence that
only
it works.
through rats, though.
Yes,
only through rats, though.
And I'm actually pretty confident in saying that eventually, like with CRISPR, like with gene editing, you can find a cure to anything.
Right. Or we're just
because you're literally removing the genes like from the person's genome. Like if it's a disease, they have cured. I can say this. They have cured babies, like fetuses. Like they've removed diseases like using CRISPR before babies have been born. That's something that's happened already.
Right.
In a limited basis, of course, but they have successfully cured some diseases using CRISPR.
And that's why X-Men is a thing. Come on, bro.
Like some super rich dude, like Elon. Man. Like Elon's just going to buy his own CRISPR and make his own X-Men, and then they're just going to...
Baby, you're going to have 13 kids for me, and every single one I'm going to inject, and they're all going to have different powers.
Ooh.
I mean, who's to say, right? Oh my gosh.
That's like Umbrella Academy. Have you seen Umbrella Academy? Yeah, that's basically what that is.
Pretty much like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And by the way, if y'all haven't seen Umbrella Academy, that show goes hard. That show's cool as fuck. I haven't seen season 2 yet, but season 1 slaps.
I started watching from 2 because...
Oh, you didn't see the first season?
Nope, because I thought the first one was going to be whack, but then when 2 came out, I watched a little bit of that, and I was like, okay, this is pretty
You're
good.
like, okay, that's some crazy shit.
I should go back to
because it has to do with time travel.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
It's crazy.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out then. Well, kind of going off of like the conspiracy, like dark government, like people having shit that we've never heard of before stuff. I found this story about something that the CIA revealed back in 1975. They referred to it as a heart attack gun, and it's a battery operated gun which fired a dart of frozen water and shellfish toxin. And once it was inside the body, it would just melt and leave like a small little red like prick like wherever it went in, and it was like 100% lethal. Like the people would fucking die, and the cause of death was always a heart attack, like always, because they couldn't find any other evidence. Like it would just shut their body down basically. And I thought that was really interesting. And they called it the heart attack gun, and that really made me think, bro. Like what kind of wild shit like do they have that we don't know about?
And you said this was when?
1975.
It's 2020.
And that's when it was.
It's
like,
2020.
Right, and that's when it was revealed. Which
right,
means that like they had it like
since
in the 40s. Or, right.
Like get out of here, bro.
right.
And so, think about that. So you could just literally be out here just sniping old ass people.
Yep, just
like Heart attack. Heart attack. It looks like they got burned on their stomach, but this looked like it was from natural causes.
No, dude, it was like a little prick, like a shot.
Right. So if you autopsy, you'd be like, well,
needle.
they have a mark here, but you wouldn't think about it.
No.
Heart attack.
You probably wouldn't even notice.
Come on, bro.
Come on, now.
How many people? Come on, Skip.
How
How many people you think they done killed with that, Skip?
Who fucking knows?
That also falls into like the weather controlling and all this bullshit that we be talking about how they control all this shit, bro. Like, oh.
And
I need to get my hands
so like
on
we
that
won't get
gun.
into this today, but like they called it the heart attack gun. Like I wanted to ask you, I don't have anything right now because like I haven't had enough time to think about this, but I was like, what else do they got?
Like, what other kind of guns would they possibly have?
Like, what do they have that we don't know about?
There has to be a dementia gun. There has to be a Alzheimer's gun. There has to be a
Portal gun?
Bro, all this has to be.
Dude, I would fuck with a portal gun. That shit would be so cool.
Bro, if you haven't seen Rick and Morty by now, like, you have to know that, like.
Oh, so you mean a dimension gun like that?
I'm
like,
talking about like
just
jump through.
Ooh.
Bro, like. And even dementia.
That's also like some Cthulhu
like,
shit too, though. Like I bet, like if you fuck that up, like something else would come through on the other side.
Time travel guns. There has to be every type of death gun. There has to be, just it all has to be a thing, bro.
What's a gun
like,
you would want?
If I owned it, probably like a memory loss gun.
A what?
Kind of like Men in Black, a memory loss.
Oh, the nebulizer?
Like, and then, like,
is that
you
what it's
forget.
called? No, it's not called a nebulizer.
It is.
Is
Yes,
it?
it is.
Oh, wow. Hey,
stop
let's
saying,
go.
boy.
I know my shit.
Yeah.
I fuck with.
So
I fuck with.
I'd probably want a gun like that.
Okay.
Not to just be walking around fucking up people's memories because I do something bad to them, but just to fuck up people's memories when bad stuff is happening to them.
Well, actually,
You know?
come to think of it like that, it's almost the equivalent to like what we talked about before, being able to like rewind time.
It is kinda
except in
just
this
like
case,
that.
you're just like erasing
Right.
the people's memories of it, which is like
is
kind
a
of
little
the same.
different.
Yeah,
because
it's
you're not
a little
like
different.
rewinding it.
It's
You're
a
just saying
different
like,
angle. Yeah.
fuck what's happening now. You don't remember what was just happening, and they're like,
But what's kind of
Yeah,
cool though
you
is
know?
like when you do the nebulizer though, you tell them what's up.
you could tell them,
And you
right.
you shape
Right.
like their
Right.
reality.
So mine are
Dude,
just
who's to say they're not already doing that?
Doop. That's what I'm saying.
What
bro.
if like they're nebulizing people doing like live events and stuff like during like the Super Bowl and like nobody
So,
even knows, bro.
You can't tell me doing these concepts with all that flickering coming up, like they can't be putting it in that.
There's no way, bro.
I mean, what? What? You can't tell me that can't be a thing. Like, oh, bro, I'm over
That's
it.
got me fucked up.
That though, that would I would
Well, think
want
about
like
it, dude.
a-
Everyone's on
something
screens
like
all the
that.
time now. They could just do it on the phone.
Bro, it's so easy.
Just get to AT&T, bro.
It could
get
be
to
on
the head of AT&T
anything.
and be like, "This is what's about to happen." That's the whole plot of Incredibles 2.
Literally.
That's the whole plot
Literally.
of Incredibles 2.
Literally.
Holy shit.
And what to not think
The
of that
screenslaver.
all these things we're watching in these movies, they ain't really doing in
Well,
real life.
it's a little
I mean,
different, but like same concept though.
But I mean, you have to think about it. If they're making a movie about it, somebody has thought about this, or somebody has tried it, or
I
somebody
like to think
has
my
done
ideas
it.
are
Like,
original. Thanks, man.
some of these movies, right? You can't just be like, "Wow, they just thought about this for the movie." What? No, bro. Like all these movies, right, where we're talking to creatures through a screen, or we're like, like it's. We've already seen like quarantine everywhere where you can't go outside, and if you do, you're gonna die. Like. We've had like 30 movies like that. Quiet Place, the one with Sandra Bullock. All
Gravity?
these movies.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
All these movies came out before
other
Corona
Sandra Bullock
did.
movie.
And so it's just like y'all are just pretty much guiding us to what it's gonna be. We just ain't paying attention.
I've been thinking about rewatching The Quiet Place lately. No. Is that what it's called?
Not the one
no,
with Sandra. You're talking about
What's it called?
I don't even know.
Bird Box. Hey,
Yeah,
let's
there
go.
you go.
Not too turned yet. Let's go.
So like throughout that entire movie, right? Which I've only seen like half of
you
the
didn't
time.
even see the whole thing.
Half of it.
Which half?
It wasn't the first.
Okay.
Wasn't my forte. Like
I like
everybody
it.
just kept asking like, why do they keep going outside? Why would they keep going outside though? Like what are they doing?
Did you see the part where he made the old lady die?
No.
Oh, that's rough. That's a
But
good one.
it's
That's a good
also
part.
like Corona, right? They tell you to stay the fuck inside, but why do people keep going outside?
It's weird,
like,
right?
why do we all keep getting sick and dying?
Shit's weird,
Because
right?
we're gonna keep fucking going outside. Like they know this. Like they know we're not gonna stay inside. Some people will. But it's
Yeah.
the old people, and they're
do.
trapping them inside.
Well,
like,
actually, I guess no, I don't. Not really.
it's crazy.
I did
Like,
go to the movies.
What?
But there was like no one there in the theater we were in. We were literally the only two
Oh,
people
I go
in
to
there,
them
which
all
was
the time
cool.
now. It's even better.
Well, a lot of them are closed now.
Nah, not you're in Texas, son, in San Antonio.
No, a lot of them reclosed though because like
Not here.
I don't remember what movie it was. It was like a bit Regal, like all of Regal closed.
Oh, that's fine.
But we got Santikos.
I was about to say we got Santikos, boy. What's
All
wrong
about
with
that
you,
embassy, bro.
Boy, we
It's
got
all about that
embassy,
embassy.
Santikos, bro. We got 3 or 4 other like Regals. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
man.
Like, what?
Let's just say right now, AMC can go suck a dick. AMC fucking sucks.
I actually like some AMCs.
Okay.
So I prefer
Santikos is my shit.
Santikos is my go-to.
I was a Regal guy for like years.
I was a
but
Regal
then, like,
for a while
Santikos
too.
really stepped their game
Santikos
up.
did step up their shit. It's like Regal was ahead of the curve, and then Santikos was
They
ahead
stepped
in a
up.
different way. But
Yep.
then they like got on the same curve,
Yep.
and then they're just killing Regal now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not even close.
Regal's getting smashed
Oh, yeah,
down
they're
here, bro.
getting smashed.
Santikos all day.
Yep.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah. But yeah, I would. So I think it's better though because now if you go to the movies, they're incorporating the Corona shit. So there's nobody sitting by you anyway. So it's almost like going to that.
Well, it was
movie.
cool when I went. There was no lines. Like we got
Bro,
our
it's
concessions
sick,
right
dude.
away, which was dope. And like I said,
it's
the whole
pretty
theater
sick.
was well. Remember I told you I went to go see
Yep.
Peninsula.
I'm
Like,
going. So I figured out the name of the movie that you're gonna see the King Kong Godzilla trailer on. Remember, I didn't really know.
Well, you've been looking. Well, I don't think anyone knew because like I don't
it's
even
called
think they.
Dunes.
Huh?
It's called Dunes.
Okay.
And so the question was like, do you know what Dunes was about? And I was like,
Dunes is the prequel to Riddick,
It's kind
right?
of almost like Prince of Persia.
Oh.
I don't know if you watched that, but
I never watched the movies, but I know what they're about.
It's similar to that. It's like
Okay.
a main character. His dad runs like some shit, but his dad's losing and shit, and he has to be like the next savior to like get every.
Okay.
It's gonna be like that.
I'm just gonna watch the trailer.
It looks sick, but you know why I'm there.
When's that movie come out?
It's coming out in December, like middle or end.
Ooh,
It's about to.
so we're about
it's
to get a
about
trailer
to
for
drop.
King Kong, bro.
I've already seen the Dunes trailer. The trailer
Well, no,
for it's
we're
already
looking for
out.
the.
But
We're
like
looking for
the movie though
yep.
is coming in
We're
like
looking
a
for
month.
Kong v Godzilla, bro.
That Kong Godzilla trailer is supposed to be on there. If I go see that movie and it's not, I will just fucking walk out and get my money back. I mean,
good point. Well, that's good. You could still get your money back at that
you
point.
have to be
You'd
in the movie
"Ah, I
like
didn't,
15 minutes
like, I'm
plus.
good."
So
Yeah.
if I go in there and I sit there for the trailers and it doesn't fucking pop off,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be like, look, bro, like, run me my money back. I only
Okay.
came here for this fucking trailer. Like,
Okay.
yeah, but it looks pretty good.
I dig it. Do you want to get into would you rather's?
Let's get it.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
I got some pretty crazy ones a little bit. They're not too crazy, but you
Okay.
know, I like to kind of
I like
dabble a
it.
little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, lay it on me, bro.
So we're gonna we'll do 4 of them.
Why not?
And I'll start off with like the easiest one first, which I don't think should be too hard. I think everybody should have the same answer for this. But as we go down, of course, the answers should change.
Sure.
So we're gonna go with: would you rather have your phone drop into a dirty toilet bowl or have your ATM card drop into a dirty toilet bowl?
Dirty as in there's shit in there.
Shit, diarrhea.
Oh, card.
Toilet
100%.
paper.
Card. I'll just cancel that shit and get a
Easily.
new one.
Easily.
And hey, let this be a lesson to you
Exactly.
guys. I have 2
Exactly.
bank accounts and I got 2 debit cards
Nope.
because I've been got before.
Yeah,
So
I'm a
like,
one
if one of
guy.
my accounts cancels, that cool, man. I'll move my money over on my app and I got my other card. Like I'm chilling,
Yeah.
bro. That ain't shit to me, man.
I'm a one guy. I'd rather
I am well prepared.
I'd rather my card drop too, but I also got like like I could just do it from my phone. I don't have to worry about pulling my card out for a lot of my transactions. I can just
Oh,
dink it
I don't
from
do
my
that,
phone.
but I respect it.
I don't do it, but I
Yeah.
would have an alternative.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
if I drop my phone, I'm just like,
if you had to. I understand
you
that.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So if I drop my card,
Yeah, but I
that's
straight up,
easy.
I got 2
But
debit cards, I got 2 bank
Right.
accounts. Like, I'm not playing, bro. Like, I don't do that.
It's about to get harder though. Would you rather throw up on your date or have your date throw up on you?
Date throw up on me. Let's go.
You rather have him throw up on you?
Yeah, because I wouldn't care. And honestly, like, I think that would kind of break the ice a little bit.
That's
like,
true.
in regards to, like,
Yep. I like that. I didn't think
pressure.
about that.
Yeah. Like, and I wouldn't care. I'd be like, look, like, shit happens. You know what I mean? But, like, if I throw up on somebody else, like, I'm gonna get in my own head about it. I'm like, fuck, man.
would
Like, I fucked this
rather-
shit up. You know what I mean? But, like,
Yeah.
I would just be
I
cool with
mean,
it. And,
that makes sense.
And then at that point, you're guaranteed a second date, right?
I'd
so,
rather
like,
roll at that time.
Right,
That's
like-
a lock and loaded. Like
right. So at that point, like, I would just be cool with it. I'd be like, whatever. I'd probably be pretty salty.
So,
I'm gonna be honest.
I probably
But-
would not get a second date because I would rather throw up on my date because
Man.
like I'm very serious about my shoes, and if
You are. I am too.
If a
I'd be
chick
if it got on my shoe. Okay, so
threw
you
up
didn't
on me,
specify.
dude.
I was
We don't know where it's gonna go.
okay, so
we don't know.
Okay.
You don't know, dude. And so that's why I'm like, if she threw up like on my shirt or something,
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm cool. But like
shirt
if
and
it
lap.
like if she
but,
like,
but if
goes,
it's getting
like,
on your
you
shoes,
know,
it's probably getting in your
if she
socks too. And
goes
if that shit
to
gets in
the
my socks, like,
side-
I'm gonna feel a certain kind of way about shit.
think about it.
So-
A girl probably won't be like on you. She's gonna like try to move.
Maybe.
Like
Yeah,
know,
you're right. You're right.
dude. If you hit my shoes, we're not gonna. So I'd rather throw up.
How
on
would
my
you
date.
feel about a girl if you threw up on her and you got a second date?
Oh, but then I
that
know
the
I'm
one?
the shit.
Is that the
I
one?
feel like I could throw up on a girl and I would still get a second date.
Ooh, look at you.
I mean, I'm not cocky or nothing. I
Mr.
just know
Confident.
the gentleman type of guy that I am
I
and
mean,
how
I'm
I
kinda the same
treat
way,
women and how I make them feel and stuff.
Sure,
So
okay.
I would get a second date.
All right.
Now, if a girl threw up on me, there's no second date out of that at all. Like, I won't even lie to that. Like,
Okay.
especially if it hits my shoes. All right, so.
Okay. All right.
Would you rather have bad breath or kiss someone with bad breath?
That's tough, bro. You already know how I am about hygiene, bro. Like hygiene's so big to me, and both of those answers.
You don't want to have bad breath though, but you also don't want to. That's why I asked it.
That's
why
a
I asked
tough
it.
question.
That's why I
dude.
asked it. What?
Well, the kiss is gonna happen anyways, right?
It's gonna happen regardless.
I would rather have the bad breath.
I would rather the person I'm kissing have bad breath.
Ooh.
Because I know
That's
that
tough,
after
bro.
that next day, I don't have to kiss that person again. But so this is basing it on you just have bad breath or somebody that you're about to kiss has bad breath. No, I can't. Nope. Because what if you don't get that second date because your breath is ass?
How do we know they're gonna get a second date because their breath is ass?
That's what I'm saying. How do you know?
I have not gone on a second date with somebody because they've had bad breath. Like
Yeah,
I'm not kidding, bro. Like like I don't have a lot of deal breakers. That's a fucking deal breaker.
That's
bro.
why the
Like,
question
it's
was
not
asked.
Cool. Here's the thing, dude. It's called a date for a reason, right? It's a date. It's something we planned in advance. You don't have a fucking excuse to have some dank ass breath, bro. Unless you're just
happens,
like
bro.
that. And if you're just like that, I'm sorry.
It happens.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I mean,
It ain't happening here, bro.
This is why I asked the question.
Nah, man.
I'd rather kiss somebody who had it. I don't want to be the person like if I kiss somebody, they'd be like,
You want to know why
Your breath
I'd be not okay with that? Because I wouldn't in the moment be able to tell them they had bad breath.
But
and if they wanted to keep kissing, I would go along with it.
But
and shit would be tough,
you would
man.
be okay with somebody telling you like, I don't want to kiss no more. Your breath stinks.
I'm okay with that.
Nah, absolutely.
Here's the thing: if my
fuck
breath
not.
stinks, I probably already know it.
So do they.
Well, yeah.
Like,
But what I'm getting at is like if they tell me I have bad breath, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm
but
sorry.
if they know they have bad breath, that would give you more of an in to be like,
This
look,
is such a
let's-
weird thing to think about.
Yeah,
though,
it
because
is.
Well, the reason why is because under no circumstances would I ever be in a situation where I'm kissing somebody with bad breath. Like it does. Like I brush my teeth before I go out and do anything.
That
like
is
I brush
why
my teeth
these
before I
are-
go work out. Like
That's why these are would you rather that you never will experience. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
did,
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in some weird circumstance.
I told you they were gonna get tough.
Yeah.
You probably won't experience this in your life, but if
No.
you did though,
Yeah.
right, you'd
Yeah.
rather be the guy
I
with.
always brush my teeth before I go out.
But
like,
you'd
yeah.
rather have the bad breath with that beard and that all that. You'd rather be the one that just
yeah, actually, you're kind of making a good argument because like this works.
oh,
if,
that
if
and
I'm
then
all
that
fresh.
breath with it. Oh,
But like
bro.
if I got some dank breath, like this probably does not work.
Oh,
like,
my- bro.
This goes
It's
from
over
me
with.
taking care of myself to like me not taking care of myself, like in a hurry, bro.
real fast.
I didn't think about that.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, you
Like,
make a
all
good
right, do
argument.
You live with Shrek in the swamp. Nigga? All right, last one. Would you rather take a shower but wear dirty clothes, or not take a shower but wear clean clothes?
100% take a shower and wear dirty clothes.
And wear dirty clothes, right?
What kind of dirty are we
We're talking about dirty, dirty, bro. We're
Dirty
talking
what
dirty.
though? I don't.
Food spills, like we're talking dirty,
Well, if it's anything but sweat,
noticeably
I'm
dirty.
cool with it because
No,
if
I
we're
mean,
talking
even sweat,
if
though.
we're talking about my
'Cause when you
post-
sweat
no,
and then you know how it
I'm
cakes
talking
up.
workouts.
Right, and it cakes up and on the shirt and stuff. Yes, that kind of dirty.
No, I'm talking post workout clothes.
Yes.
Then
Take
no.
them off, let them dry, but then take a shower and then put them back on.
Dude, you haven't smelled my post
Right.
workout clothes.
So you
bro.
would rather
I'd rather
stay
be-
dirty
yeah.
and just put on some clean
Yes.
shit.
If we're talking about
Bro,
post work,
this
if
is
we're
why I
talking
ask
about
these
if we're
questions.
talking about Heston's 4-hour post workout, my shirt is a different color type clothes.
Is it dirty?
It ain't happening.
Is it dirty clothes? There we go.
then
That's
it ain't
what I'm
happening.
talking about.
If it's something casual,
Nope. We're not talking casual. We're talking dirty.
I'll state dirty, bro. You give me those clean clothes, man.
Right.
Because, like, here's the thing, man. Like, you may be kind of dank, but if you put... I'll say this. I usually free ball, right? But, like... what? This is important to me, dude.
I know.
If you, here's the thing, man. I usually free ball, right? But, like, if I haven't showered and I got a fresh pair of boxers, they are going on 100%.
Right.
And that feels okay.
Right.
Do you get deodorant? You didn't shower. Do you get deodorant?
If you can't shower, then deodorant you cannot get.
Okay,
and
that's
brushing
rough.
your teeth you can't get.
I'm gonna be honest. That's rough.
It's being
But
dirty.
I'd still go clean clothes.
It's being dirty.
I would not with post workout Heston clothes. No way, dude. They're like unwearable. Like it's not gonna happen.
I would have to say I'd rather take a shower and just put on dirty clothes. I'd have to do it. But see, this is why I ask these questions, though.
That's a tough question, man.
Yeah, bro, they got tough after that first one.
Oh yeah,
they all got crazy,
without a doubt.
But yeah, those. Hey guys, we would like to hear y'all's answers. I know y'all listen to this because we're about to hit 1,500 listens.
1,500,
right?
We're on our way. That's kind of cool, you guys.
Y'all cannot tell me y'all cannot be commenting on some of these things that we be asking.
We are getting more engagement, y'all. If y'all want to talk to us, hey, and here's the thing, man. Like, y'all are interacting with us and you're, like, commenting on the show and stuff. If y'all got stuff you want us to talk about,
bro,
post it. Like, post it on YouTube. Like,
even hit
we're about
the
to hit
DMs.
30 subscribers.
Even hit
big
the
deal.
DMs.
Whoa, big off season.
Right.
But, like,
Man.
We're trying to get to 50 subscribers.
Come on, man. We pushing.
If you listen to the show and you don't even care about us on YouTube, just sub to us anyways.
It don't matter.
You can see our beautiful faces.
Yeah, that's fine.
Our definitely not.
You don't even
got
to put on notifications, so you don't even got to see it. Just like it. Just
That would be
subscribe
cool.
one time and then stop.
We'll take it.
You know, if you don't want to
We'll
hit
take it.
notifications, which we wish you would, you don't even have to. Just hit that button that look like that.
It would be really cool.
But look, even if y'all don't comment, right? Y'all can just Heston Damien on Facebook. Find us.
Heston. Yeah.
And
So
DM
the
us. Just
name
DM
of the
us
profile
directly.
we made is named Heston Damien.
Heston Damien.
Yes.
That's our Facebook. If
And
y'all
it's
don't
our
want to
logo
leave
of
a
the
comment,
show. It's our logo of the show.
if y'all want to keep it secretive, we cool with that too.
I'm
DM
posting
us.
shit all
Bro,
the time.
We will use y'all's questions. We will
YouTube's
talk
popping.
about y'all's comments.
Yeah,
we
message
will,
us.
We'll
I check
talk
it.
about y'all on here, guys. Like in an uplifting
And you know
fashion.
what? Shout out to
Like,
the guy. I was gonna do it in Big Boy shout outs, but like
Yeah.
I'll just do it now in case he's listening. Shout
That's
out
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
guy downstairs across the hall that I've run into on a total of 2 times. He's from South Carolina. I don't know his name, but he's cool as fuck, and I invited him to join us on the show sometime.
Let's get it.
He's cool as fuck. He plays video games. He's dope. He talked to my dog before he talked to me, which is really cool. And
That's a little odd.
no,
though.
no, that's cool. I
No,
like
it's
that.
not.
I
You
think
should
that's
be
cool.
careful with that.
Huh?
I think you're cool for thinking that's cool.
Oh, well, he was saying that she was a good dog because she was like listening to me and he was like really impressed and he was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
that's
just
a
being
good dog.
sarcastic. I think anybody who cherishes dogs over human contact are crazy.
I think dog interaction's easier than human contact because
I mean,
you always know what you're getting out of a
you
dog
can-
and you don't always know what you're getting out of people.
You can say that, but you shouldn't love pets more than humans.
I don't think a lot of people do. I just think
what?
I think pets are easier to get along with.
So you don't think a lot of people love pets more than humans?
I think something being easier isn't more. But a lot of people. Oh, okay, we're about to get into some deep shit.
Hey,
okay.
I mean, we could save this for the next show. We'll mark this for the
let's
next
just
show.
get into it. Let's just get into it, man.
I just personally think that a
This is
lot
what
of
I'm gonna
people.
say. This is a really big thing about something that, like, this is like a really big conflict with like an ex-girlfriend of mine. Most people do what's easy. Like, you're presented with a lot of decisions in your life, and like a lot of people don't make tough decisions. A lot of people make easy decisions. And it's a lot easier to get along with a dog than it is with a person because a dog has a lot less baggage.
Says who?
Says me. Says
Well,
everybody.
I know a couple pit bulls and Rottweilers that you wouldn't agree to that with, nor any other body else.
Maybe
that
not,
you know.
but
That's
the
what I'm
majority.
saying.
But I mean, the majority of dogs, especially Kaya, she's great. She's wonderful.
She is great,
Yeah, she's
but
a
I'd
great
rather
dog.
talk to you and not Kaya.
Well, you know me. We're talking about complete strangers.
Right.
It's a lot easier to talk to the dog, and like give them pets and like love them and stuff.
I think that's odd. I think that people should stop doing that.
Maybe that's just some white people shit.
It is, but y'all also be fucking them too. But we're not going to talk
okay.
about that
Okay.
at all right now.
Okay.
But I mean, I got proof to that as well.
Okay.
I mean, that's what happens though when you start.
Just to be clear, I don't fuck dogs. If y'all are,
Look, I don't know if Heston
Dude,
does, but I definitely
you-
know like his
do you- okay,
ancestors
so I've talked-
definitely have and do. Like it's a
okay,
thing.
I've talked about how I love Bert Kreischer. You know Bert Kreischer, right? You don't know who Bert Kreischer is? Okay, he's a comedian. For a long time, there's like this ongoing thing that's like claiming that he fucks dogs,
bro,
and it's like this big like it's like a joke, but like they've been going on with it for so long that like some people think he fucks dogs. Dude,
right.
It's the funniest shit, and he's a white guy, so like I just thought it was funny that like
put
you
it
made
past
that
him.
correlation. I just thought about that. That's all.
Well, I've seen a lot of weird videos and a little weird stuff when
I know.
it comes to all this.
I know.
So I just feel like sometimes what happens is people are starting to, in some cases, over cherish an animal over a person, and it makes it difficult because then that's why we're all just out here arguing like dumb fucks, and then everybody says, "Oh, the dog's a man's best friend," and so everybody's just sitting inside with their fucking dog, and everybody hates each other in life. It's just like. Some things just, it's cool, right? It's cool. But what I don't like is I got a snake, right? My snake I love just like my dog.
I'd fuck with. Here's the thing. I don't fuck with snakes, but I'd fuck with your snake.
So
I'd be like, hey, if Dame's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
This is where it got weird, right? I would look at Kyra and be like, oh, she's lovely. Like, let me pet her. I'd have my snake right just chilling on me. Like, pet her. No, fuck that. I hate snakes.
I would, but that's because I trust you.
So, but what's the difference?
And here's the thing. I'm also uneducated with like how to interact with snakes. Well, that's probably a big thing too, right? A lot of people fear what they don't know. And a lot of people, like, because of their fear of snakes, they're not familiar with how to interact with snakes. So, like, they're immediately, like, they just don't want to fuck with it. For me, like, if it was your snake, before fucking with it, I'd be like, what do you want? Like, what do I do? Like, how do I... Well, and a lot of people do that with dogs, too, but dogs are, like, easy because everyone knows, like, like, pet them under their chin, make sure they're safe.
So I think that he's cool for saying what's up to Kyra first. I didn't want to make it seem him weird. Like, that's badass. I think it's an overall badass, but I think that...
I've run into him before, too. Like, he's cool. Like, he's cool as fuck.
I just think, like, people should more so try to build these type of bonds with another human. Like, human interaction is way more important,
well, I mean,
I think.
That's kind of what's cool about our show.
Right.
It's like... I'm starting to do that more too, which is cool.
Right. But yeah.
For the record, my hairstylist is back in town.
Hey,
and I already had an appointment scheduled, but because my roommate might have had COVID, I had to cancel it. But probably by the next time you see us after this episode, I'm gonna be trimmed up, bro.
Y'all heard me tell Heston to let me take him to a black barbershop. Okay.
I'm not going to a black barbershop.
He's not. You see that? You know why he's not, guys?
No. That sounds fucked up. Like, I'm not.
Hey, guys, you know why he's not going?
It's because I already got somebody to do my hair.
Hey, best answer he could have chose, right?
She's the best, bro.
Best answer he could have chose,
and she does beards. She will do my beard. She always does my beard.
So look, I don't think Heston.
I think she's about to get her barber's license too. She said she's like trying to do some other shit to get more income. I think she's about to get her barber's license so she could do straight edge.
Look,
I think don't quote me on that, but like I think that's what she's doing.
I feel like everybody rocks, their stuff good. But I'm not being racist or nothing, saying like a black person would hook his beard up better. But I just know what his beard would look like if a black person touched it. I mean, that's not me being racist or nothing. I was just
that's like a cultural thing. I don't think that's racist.
I only say that only because I'm pretty sure Heston has not ever been to a black barber in his life.
Nope.
And I've been to white
With
barbers.
all due respect,
I've been to white barbers. I've been to saloons, whatever the hell y'all call. I've been to all that shit. So I've had multiple people. Heston has not. So I could say this. Like, I've literally let a white guy just, like, cut my hair and shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, dude, what the fuck, dude?
Hey, to be fair, like, most
hairstylists...
Well, I'm not... Okay, that's kind of a bold statement. Like, not... I feel like you have to build a relationship with a stylist for them to really be able to know you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But, all right, let's... we're running a little long already. Let's go
not
on the
really,
chick list.
guys. We're going to wrap it up for y'all. We're not running that long.
Yeah,
he's just fucking...
Let's go on the chick list.
Yeah. What you got?
Well, I had this conversation beforehand because this is going to be some weeb ass shit. This is going to be big weeb ass shit.
Not really. Not for our anime fans.
Not for the anime fans. I have an anime entry for the chick list this week. Why not, man? Like, let's make it interesting. Like, it's lame if we just do like models and
just
celebrities
keep doing,
every week.
Regulars,
like, that's fucking boring. So I'm watching Attack on Titan right now, which is like fucking sick. That show is so cool.
One of my...
Season 4?
He knows that's one of my favorite fucking shows.
Season 4 is about to drop, right?
He knows that's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, so I'm like almost done with season 1. And Mikasa Ackerman is a fucking badass. She's so fucking cool. And I love her story, like with the main character of the show. It's heartfelt and also like grit building too. It's like She's fucking cool. I'm gonna put her on my chick list. She's cool as fuck. Anyone who hasn't watched Attack, okay, I pretty much embraced like full heartedly. Like I just want to like get into anime, bro. Like I'm just accepting it at this point. Like
So
I'm gonna start watching.
I don't watch it
kinds of
hardcore,
shit,
but like I told you, I have like 2 or 3 or 4.
well, that's how it
and
was
I-
for
and
a
I
long
keep it there.
time.
I don't do,
but like
like,
now I'm just like I'm
20
gonna
of
start
them.
watching like
Bro, they
whatever.
go in, bro.
Oh, dude, they always go in.
They go
That's
in,
what's
bro.
great. Who's
They
on your
go
chick
in.
list?
So I mean, since you want to go ahead and talk about,
2D girls.
you know, the anime girls, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Riz Grimoire from High School D&D.
From high school, what?
D&D. Anybody who watches that knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
I'll pull her up.
She cool as fuck.
Well, you know, I don't do cool as fuck.
Oh,
Like
she hot
you,
as fuck.
like you're picking Attack on Titan because like
Well,
it's
that's what I'm
hardcore.
watching.
Like it's
Yeah.
sick.
Well, that show's so cool.
Look, it is sick, dude.
It's really
It is
cool.
sick.
It's really sad too.
It is because there's
It's
a
like
lot of
super
death
sad.
and stuff,
It's
bro.
really
I mean,
fucked
so
up, man.
I watch. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? Like I do watch action-packed animes, but I watch more animes that are geared more towards like,
Fan service.
you know, like titty jiggling, like, you know, like you can see the imprint of the nipples, like stuff
all know
like
what this
that. I
is.
watch like
We all know what this is.
right.
It's okay.
Hentai. You know, I mean, I don't want to go all the way there, but I mean. You know, I touch more to that
Right,
level of,
right.
of anime. But yeah, that's my chick list. I'm going to go ahead and give her a shout out. And we're going to leave it right there.
Okay. All
gonna
right.
leave it
All
right
right.
there.
So let's go ahead and wrap things up with our Friday bangers, and then send y'all off into the weekend.
Bang, 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 bang.
What
Who's
you
your
got,
Friday?
Brett?
Who's
What
your
is it?
Friday banger?
Huh?
Who's your Friday banger? I mean, I can go first. I'm going to go Shoes.
You go
Lil
first.
Wayne.
Yeah.
No Ceilings. Very girl song,
Speaking
guys.
of Friday bangers,
Very girl song.
did you see that shit about Wheezy?
What about him?
He's facing 10 years in jail on weapons charges.
He'll be out.
He'll probably be fine.
Even if he goes,
but it's
he'll-
like a big deal.
He'll not really. He'll do maybe like half a year.
Okay.
He'll get out if he even does that. I mean,
I just saw that and I was like, no.
I mean it's big news, right?
Yeah.
But
It's
like
big
people
news.
who
I
like
forgot about it. I
know
wanted to talk
him,
about
like
it, yeah.
he's been in jail before. He gets out fairly quickly.
Okay.
He has a lot of money and a lot of strings that can be pulled.
With
so
respect.
he did work his way to that level.
Okay.
He won't be in there for long.
Okay.
It's weapons charges. I mean, he's a fucking kabillion jillionaire. Like, you don't think he has not one weapon? He probably has fucking 1 million.
Sure.
You only caught 2.
Right.
Like he has 80. Like
Okay.
you
All right.
know,
Well, yeah. Sorry, I didn't
But
mean to
that's
interrupt.
big,
but
though.
like,
No, I
just
mean
made
that
me
is
think
big
about it.
news in
Yeah.
a way. That I mean it's something to think about. If
Yeah,
his
yeah.
album don't drop right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's coming out with a new album.
You know,
That's right.
if
That's
music stops, then yeah.
right. Okay. All right. My Friday bangers go out to arguably my favorite artist. They're a UK overseas like European band called Lemaitre. Have I mentioned them before? I don't think I've talked about Lemaitre yet, right?
I don't.
Okay, well, I don't think
so.
I have. I don't think I've mentioned Lemaitre yet. They're fucking sick. I saw them at Awesome City Limits, and I also got to meet them. And I bought their record, and they signed it for me. That shit was the coolest shit ever, bro. Like, and I even asked them, I was like, "When's your next song coming out? Like, what are y'all doing, bro? Like, what's up?" And they told me, like, before they made an announcement or anything, they're like, "Oh, like we got a new song dropping at this point." And I was like, "That's so cool, man!" Oh, dude, it was so cool. Like the meet and greets are usually for like lower like unknown people, obviously, because they're not gonna have like the weekend or some shit do
Right.
like autograph signings because that line will be like 6 hours long. Not a lot of people know who Lemaitre is. Do they fucking slap? Like I said, they're like my favorite. They're up there. They're one of my favorite artists of all time. They have a new song called Day 4 out. Day 4 is the first song that's come out after their previous album, which was dedicated to the artist that they recruited to their team that made all the art for their show that passed away last year. So they made an EP dedicated to him and about like how much he meant to them and stuff. And this new song Day 4, it's about like overcoming loss and that like things don't always stay bad and that like you can get through things, and it's like really cool. It's a really good song.
That is cool.
It's cool, dude. I really fuck with like that kind of music. And Continuum and Cuts of Black are two other songs that I really appreciate a lot by them. And Playing to Lose. It's got this guy named Stanaj. Stanaj, like he's also fire. He'll probably be like future bangers as well. His music's fucking sick. But Stanaj was a feature on Playing to Lose. That song slaps. And then a couple of albums, 1749, Fast Lovers, and Relativity 3. Like I said, he's like my favorite artist. Like I know like a lot about them. These guys are sick though. Like for real, for real. Like if y'all fuck with like, they're like electro, but they do live instruments. So like they have like live drums, live electric guitar, but then they do like synth, and then they do like electro too, and they do all live vocals. And they're super fucking cool. I give them a lot of love. They're fucking sick. They always slap. I've been listening to them for years, bro, and they just keep pumping out new music, and like they're always good, dude. So La Matra, big shout out to those fucking guys.
And if you're listening, we're waiting on you, Daft Punk. We're waiting.
Daft Punk, we're waiting.
We're waiting.
We know you're listening.
We're waiting. We know you're one of those listens.
Dude, that would be the coolest shit of all time.
That'd be crazy.
I'd be like, bro, what?
I will.
We're not in France yet. We need to get in France.
Hey,
Somebody from France needs to listen. Hey, dude, if we get
If we
listens
get
from
there,
France,
bro,
that's Daft Punk, bro.
We're all over. We're close to over there.
We are.
We just need like
We're
somebody.
in the UK. We're close.
We just need somebody.
I
to
know,
be like,
dude. We just need someone in France, man. Hey, if y'all know anyone in
Hey.
France, tell them about us.
Tell them to just.
They'll be our 10th country
country
that we reach.
That'd be sick.
That'd be really cool.
That would be crazy.
All right, well, I think that's the show, man.
I think that wraps it up,
I
my
think
dude.
that's it.
Hey,
It was a pleasure having you guys with us today.
If y'all made it this far, subscribe, hit the like button,
Hey,
pass us over
it's
to a
free,
friend.
and you're already here.
I hope that you're enjoying your Thanksgiving leftovers right now as we speak.
Oh, dude, that's what we should have
'Cause
said.
you know
I should
the
have told people to get their
leftovers-
Thanksgiving
The
leftovers to
leftovers.
join us. That would
Oh,
be
bro,
perfect.
anybody who's listening this long,
Sure, go get
gets
them.
it.
They're cold. Hey,
You
we eat
already
that shit
know.
cold. What's up?
Yo,
Hey, man, put that turkey on some bread. Get some barbecue sauce. Fuck that shit up. Get some cold mac and cheese.
Bro.
Let's fuck that shit up.
the leftovers always smack harder than the original
I concur.
meal.
I concur. I want y'all to do me a solid and have a nice ass weekend, man. Real
Yeah,
talk.
be safe. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do.
Hey.
Let's get it.